down the left field line. It's 332 feet from home plate. And out to the mound, left-handed pitching Matt Harrison. Harrison is 6'4", 240, 250 pounds, 25 years old. He lives in North Carolina, Creedmoor, North Carolina. A no decision in Game 4 of the American League Championship Series. That was played at Detroit. 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs with 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 91 total pitches. He has a big league record of 30 up and 19 down. And he's going through his warm-ups right now here at Rangers Ballpark in Arlington, Texas, right next door to the big new facility for the Dallas Cowboys. So we are in Texas for games 3, 4, and 5. And the Cardinals, they'd like to win 3 in a row, put an end to it, and I don't think they'd mind coming back to St. Louis for game 6, though, if we had to do that. But the Cardinals are trying to salt away a win here after we've had a pair of 1-run ball games, one going to the Cardinals 3-2, and then a 2-1 decision for the Texas Rangers as they scored a couple of runs in the 9th inning. Josh Hamilton drove in the game's tying run on a sacrifice fly, scoring Ian Kinsler, and then it was a sacrifice fly to win the ball game for the Texas Rangers. We're just about set to go as Harrison tells his catcher, throw it on down to second base. The temperature at game time is 81 degrees. We'll have our first pitch here in just a moment. First pitch time at 7:06. Game time temperature 81, brought to you by Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer, which was recently reviewed by the New York Times. It's what doctors and nurses recommend. Fast, easy, a great value, too. Pick one up for the family at Target and other fine retailers. With Rafael Furcal in the batter's box. He'll bat right-handed to start this game. Furcal, Craig, and Pujols are up. And getting ready to go for us. Behind the microphone, the voice of the Cardinals, Mike Shannon.
Thank you, John Rooney. What do you think the heartbeat is of this left-hander at the moment?
Well, considering he wasn't on their postseason roster last year, this is what he has been playing for throughout 2011, and we're ready.
Beltre's in at third. Everybody else deep as the first pitch is a fastball right down center, strike call. Andrus at short. Kinsler the second baseman. Napoli's at first base with Torrealba behind the plate. Murphy's in left, Hamilton in center, and Cruz the right fielder, and a swing and a pop-up that's going to go foul into the seats and out of play. John, usually they say that the designated hitter hurts the National League teams, but I think it helps the Cardinals.
I think it does, too, to get Craig in the lineup. Craig has had to come off the bench the first 2 games as a pinch hitter. And having a 31 home run hitter in Lance Berkman as a DH doesn't hurt the Cardinals a bit.
And we're better defensively, and I think they hurt a little bit defensively the way that their manager has it set up. Here's a fastball high, and it's 1-2 now. Third baseman Beltre drops back now, and everybody is deep. Fastball's turned over, and it goes outside and low, and it's even at 2 apiece. Big crowd here as the 2-2 is headed in for Kyle. Swinging a ground ball to the first baseman, unassisted, and that's how this one starts. Game 3 of the 2011 World Series underway. Then it brings in Alan Craig. Kyle is now 1 for 8 in the series. And this is his first World Series. Craig comes in. He's 2 for 2 with 2 runs batted in. As John told you, both as a pinch hitter. And this game tonight is brought to you by Budweiser. Budweiser donating $2 million to Folds of Honor. Visit Facebook.com/Budweiser. You can see how you can help support our nation's soldiers and veterans. Budweiser and Folds of Honor. They are deep for Craig. And they play him dead straight away infield, outfield, and a fastball is a beauty and a strike call. I'll say one thing for Harrison, he's come out throwing strikes. Neither one of these fellas has won a World Series game. Postseason, this left-hander, Harrison. Here's a long one into left. As it's fair, it's a home run. Stay fair, baby. It is 1-0 Cardinals as Mr. Alan Craig is some kind of hot. He's 3 for 3. He's driven in 3 runs, and this is his first World Series home run, and the Cardinals get on top. That thing just sneaked into the corner down in left field. They throw that World Series souvenir back. When they find out how much that baby's worth on
You're right.
Holy mackerels. Umpire down the left field line. That is our old buddy Jerry Lane. He puts it in his pocket. He'll put it on eBay. He'll probably get it autographed first. And the pitch to Albert's outside and high, ball one. Craig, has he been something? Wow.
Well, we talked about getting Craig into the lineup, and with the DH tonight, Lance Berkman, the Cardinals have a balanced lineup against Harrison.
That fastball was right down the middle, and Craig did not miss. Now Albert takes one over the outside part of the plate, and that'll even the count 1-1. What a home run by Craig. Wow. And inside and low is the next to Albert. There's always somebody that sneaks into the action when you get into the World Series. It's unexpected, and so far Craig's been the man. Here's the pitch to Albert. Swinging a ground ball, hard hit the third. Nice play by Beltre to his left. Throws him out. 2 away.
And Albert is 0 for 7 in the World Series.
And it brings in Matt Holliday. He has 1 hit and 6 at bats. Albert hit the ball right on the nose, but just a little to the left of Beltre, and he throws him out.
Well, the lineups coming into this game, the Cardinals coming into the game were 9 for 48, batting 188. And the members of the Ranger lineup, 11 for 50, hitting 220.
I think that'll change, though, down here in this offensive ballpark, where the Cardinal ballpark is kind of normal. Doesn't favor anyone. Here's a fastball low outside. Ball 1-2, the Cardinal cleanup man tonight, Matt Holliday. He's playing left field. During the regular season, Holliday had 22 homers, 75 RBIs, and he batted .296. And do you think where he started from, it was amazing. Had an appendectomy, got back very quickly from that.
Well, they had insult to injury. He had a moth flying in his ear and had to come out of a ball game.
That was an interesting evening. Here's another for the Cardinal left fielder.
He's had some back issues.
Well, everybody this time of the year, they are bummed up. They play with any kind of regularity. All right, another for Holliday. It's outside and low. He changed up on him. And the count goes 2-1. Very deep straightaway for the Cardinal right-handed batter, and he grounds it to the right side, and it goes into center field for a base hitter, into right field, rather.
Well, Napoli took a step to the left instead of the right.
Well, you know, that was my point, John. With him at first base, I think they're worse off defensively. They have their pinch hitter tonight is the regular first baseman, Michael Young.
Young's a lot better first baseman.
Yeah, and there was an indication of it. The ball was hit just about 6 feet to his right. It was a 3-hopper by the time it got to him, and he went for the bag.
Yeah, he made a beeline to first base.
So that benefits Holliday, and now it's Lance Berkman. He's the Cardinal designated hitter, and he swings and misses on a off-speed delivery. He turned it over. I think their mile-per-hour radar gun is pinched tonight. Infielders are deep, outfielders the same. And Berkman takes it outside, evens the count. 1-1. Man at first, 2 outs. Freeze on deck. First inning, a home run by Alan Craig, and the Cardinals lead at 1-0. From the belt, the left-hander, Harrison delivers. Swing and a miss. The foul tip. He turned that one over also. Berkman is 3 for 8 in the World Series with a couple of runs batted in. This is his 7th World Series game. And he's been very, very good. 381 with 8 RBIs, and he swings and fouls it back, and he had a home run pitch there right in his eyes and fouled it back.
Well, there have been times Harrison has had command issues, getting his pitch count up and leaving ball games early.
All right, here's another for Berkman. A little fly ball in the center. There's Hamilton, and he goes back and balls it down. Boy, that ball carries here, doesn't it? Whew. After 1/2 inning, as the Rangers come to bat, Cardinals lead on Alan Craig's home run, 1-0. Mr. Kyle Loesch, and he has himself a 1-0 lead. I can remember many times in the dugout, and you get a run like that. There's your run, big boy.
That's it. Well, you did that for Gibson quite a bit, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Tell you what, if you look at that year he had in '68, study it sometime, you won't believe it. You won't believe how many games he lost, how many times he was shut out. I think he had something like 9 shutouts himself. It's just hard to believe what a year it was. All right, they have Kinsler, Andrus, Hamilton, if anyone gets on, the designated hitter, Michael Young. 1-0 Cardinals. So they play Kinsler, who's really been hot in this series. He's 4 for 7 with that big stolen base. And the first pitch of the night by Kyle Loesch is on its way. Third baseman in on the grass, and a fastball is a strike call. Really, that was an off-speed pitch. He took a little off of it. Ian Kinsler. And the right-handed batter takes it inside, and that'll even the count at 1 apiece.
They didn't have the gun reading up for their starting pitcher for Matt Harrison, but it's up there for Kyle Loesch.
I wonder. Here's the next. It's a strike on the inside corner. A good fastball, 89 miles per.
Alfonso Marquez is calling balls and strikes tonight.
He's one of your favorites, Marquez.
He does a good job behind the plate.
And Ron Copa, the young man from St. Louis, will be behind the plate tomorrow. I asked Joe Torre about that. He said they make up the umpiring crew for the World Series before they know who's in the World Series. So
right. Dave Phillips was part of the crew, if I'm not mistaken, in 1982 and in 1987 with the Cardinals and Minnesota Twins.
The only bad thing about that is that you get hit up for tickets.
That is.
Big time. It's 1-2 on Kinsler, and here comes that pitch from Kyle Loesch. Hi. Evens up at 2 apiece. This guy is some leadoff man. He stole 30 bases, hit 32 home runs, had 77 RBIs, and batted only .255 as the leadoff hitter. And they play him to pull him. They're deep, and he swings and he misses on an off-speed delivery. And there's the first strikeout of the night as Kinsler goes swinging on an off-speed delivery. And it brings in Elvis Andrus.
How about this, Mike? Gibby in '68, 22-9, a 1.12 ERA, 34 games and starts, 28 complete games, and 13 shutouts.
And I think he got shut out 9 times. Believe that one.
That did not make Mr. Gibson happy either.
He was a delight to have as a teammate. Here's a strike call to the shortstop. Elvis has 1 hit and 7 at-bats, and that was a big base hit. Came in the 9th inning, and he wound up scoring the winning run. And the right-handed hitting shortstop takes it outside. It misses, and it's 1-1. Third baseman Freeze, he's in front of the bag. For Kyle, Terrio, Pujols, all deep. Holiday in left, Jay in center. Craig, the right fielder, they're deep. And here's a good pitch that's called a ball. That looked like a really good pitch, and it's 2-1 now. Outfielders are very deep. Ball really carries here. And another pitch from Loesch. It's upstairs and inside, and it's 3-1. Walks are what kill you down here, right, John?
They do. In any ballgame, they will, Mike. But in places like this, Philadelphia, Baltimore, where the ball carries, look out.
On a 3-1, it's a strike call. Good delivery there. Fastball in at the knees.
Loesch isn't taking much time between pitches, Mike. He's at his best when he goes after the hitters. When he starts picking around the strike zone, that's when he tends to get up in the zone and get in trouble.
Here's 3-2, a strike 3 call. Good pitch, and he's fanned the first 2. Kinsler went swinging, and now the shortstop goes looking.
Well, when Andrus fell behind, or got ahead 3-1, and Loesch fell behind him, Loesch just came back with 2 good pitches. He went right after him. He wasn't trying to paint the corner. He was trying to throw strikes.
And it's amazing how these guys will moan. You know, you got to swing at something that close when you got 2 strikes, don't you? I think anyway. You know, and I'm glad that the umpire punched him out. If it's that close, you should be swinging. Here is their center fielder, Hamilton, and his first one is a ball. Now he's swinging a foul off to the right. Your quality Ford dealers and the Cardinal Baseball Club have a long history And both are leaders in their fields, like Ford F-Series trucks. 34 years straight, they've been the best-selling trucks in America. So hurry in today and see their starting lineup, or just simply go to stlford.com. Another for Hamilton. Josh takes it low. And it's 2-1. No one on, 2 outs. Cardinals lead 1-0 on an Alan Craig home run, as he hit it over the left field boards just inside the foul pole out there. They play Hamilton deep and give him a lot of the right field line and quite a bit of right center. He grounds it to Albert, and that's unassisted, and it's 3 up and 3 down. And after 1, the Cardinals lead the Texas Rangers in Game 3 of the 2011 World Series. You want to know who's in the zone? Well, let me tell you, after this pitch, Freese takes it outside. Low ball 1. Josh Hamilton, Nelson Cruz, Albert Pujols, and Matt Holliday. Brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Here's the next, and Freese takes that, and it's a strike, and it's even at 1-1.
Had a nice message out on the Lafayette High School marquee for David Freese. Lafayette High School grad, congratulating him on the League Championship Series MVP.
Here's an off-speed delivery. He turned it over, and it was a really good pitch, and Freese was out in front. Boy, he's keeping the ball down. At least he is to Freese here. And the next to the Cardinal third baseman. Inside, moves him off the plate. And the count goes 1-2. 2-2, rather. And here's the next. Way high and outside. And boy, Freese is really dangerous in this ballpark because of his power to right and right center.
And the ball flies out of here with the wind whistling over the right field stands and then turning, going out to right.
He turns it over on the changeup, and he gets Freese swinging, and that's his first strikeout of the night. Boy, he's looking good in the early going, isn't he?
And David hasn't chased very many pitches like that since the series against the Phillies.
It brings in Yadier Molina. He's looking for his first World Series hit here in 2011. In 10 previous games, 259 with 1 RBI.
That strikeout's the first in 6 at-bats for Freese in the 2+ games in the series.
Now Yadi swings and grounds at the third. Beltre has it, and his throw across. Plenty of time. 2 away. This left-hander, Matt Harrison, he is from North Carolina. Lives in Durham, North Carolina now. 6'4", 240-pounder. Came over from Atlanta in a 7-player deal back in July of 2007. And he gets his first World Series taste tonight, and he throws a fastball for a strike to the left-handed hitting John Jay. Molina's now 0 for 8 in the series. Jay 0 for 7 as he waits. And a foul goes into the seats out of play, and he's quickly 0-2.
Well, there are 3 Cardinals looking for their first hits, and Albert Pujols, you can add him to those 2. He's 0 for 7.
Boy, you don't want to go past 3 games. You'll get some terrible questions. Here's a pitch now. Oh, it's a beauty on the outside corner, and actually it's 0-2, so he doesn't get the call. That thing's automatic.
An old automatic ball 1 on 0-2.
Well, that pitch was good. All right. Jay, who had 10 home runs during the regular season, swings and strikes out, and it's 3 up, 3 down. As we go to the bottom of the second. All right, here's the right-handed hitting Young. What a season he had. 32 home runs during the regular season, 105 runs batted in, and he hit 296. And the first pitch, excuse me, he had 11 homers, 106 RBIs, and he batted 338. And the first pitch, a strike. Here's the next. Oh, a beauty, and he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1.
Well, Young bought into the idea of being the jack of all trades, Mike, playing any position on the infield and DHing, because there was a lot of talk about wanting to be traded.
Here's a swing and a foul ball as Freese knocks it down. past third base. We owe you a station break. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Jim Bowden. This is Jim Bowden, and you're listening to 2011 postseason on XM Radio.
This is Major League Baseball on Sirius XM.
Lewis.
Young is 1 for 7 and has an RBI in this 2011 World Series. They get him left center, and he takes it inside, and it's 2-2 now.
There's a lot of talk about wanting to be traded, Mike, when Beltre came here. He was with the Red Sox and then came to the Rangers, but it just made them a better team when Young decided to stay put.
And the next, swinging a foul out of play right side into the second deck. It is a Holiday, Jay, and Craig in the outfield. They're very deep, especially in center and left. The delivery for Young, swinging a ball hit off the end of the bat to the shortstop. Kyle throws him out, and that's 4 up and 4 down. Retired by the Cardinal starter Kyle Loesch. It brings in Adrian Beltre. He's off to a good start, 3 hits and 8 at bats. And he's really played well and hit well against Loesch in his career. 6 out of 14. They have a number of guys that have hit well against the Cardinal starter, and he's 3-3 lifetime while working against Texas. A sellout crowd down here in Arlington, Texas, and a strike is called on an off-speed delivery to Beltre. Beltre's looking for his first World Series homer as he swings and misses, and he's in the hole now 0-2. Tried to hold up and could not. It was a strike anyway. And the next pitch to him. It's in the dirt. Very deep on the infield, and Terrio is playing him to pull severely. Outfielders are about a step to pull. They're very deep. Beltre during the regular season, 32 home runs and 105 runs batted in, and he batted .296. Strong right-handed batter, deep in the box, crowds the plate, holds it down on the knob. He calls time just about as Loesch was about to work. All right, here's the 1-2 offering, swinging a foul past third again. And the ball person down the left field line returns that one into the seats for a souvenir. They have all these baseballs marked. And the 1-2 offering. Swinging a line drive base hit to right field. He got it up, not much, but just enough for Beltre, and he gets his 4th hit of the series, a 1-out single. And it's the first hit in the first base runner for Texas. We'll see how Loesch works now with a man on.
First time he's had to go to the stretch.
And John, he slowed it down a little bit in that inning compared to the first one.
He's better off when he gets the sign and pitches and just goes right after hitters. He has good stuff. Just trusting that stuff has been an issue at times this year for Loesch.
Cardinals look for the double play ball with Nelson Cruz at the dish. Cruz 29 home runs during the regular season.
And only deep. 8 ground ball double plays.
Very deep. Well, he's a fly ball hitter all the way. Very deep, and they play him to pull in the pitch. It's high, ball 1.
How many ground balls up there, Mike?
Terrio is playing the right-handed batter to pull. Shortstop is deep in the straightaway. And the third baseman is playing Cruz to pull. Albert holds against the runner, and the delivery is way high and outside. And here's the problem that we've seen. Once Loesch gets in trouble or starts to think about it, he starts to pick and work slowly. Cruz gets back in. Loesch gets the sign. And the 2-0 pitch. Somebody will call time. And they do. I think the pitcher and the batter at the Simultaneously called time. Is there such a thing as the same simultaneously? I guess so.
It is now.
You got it. All right. Here's the pitch. Cruz, swing and a miss. He took a little off. Then he had him way out in front. He was cranked up for the old Express, and he got the local. Stepped right off the platform.
Well, the Express is sitting over there in the box seats by the Ranger dugout. Nolan Ryan.
He wasn't any fun to face. Here's the 2-1 pitch now for Cruz. Strike. Beautiful pitch outside corner. 2-2. Can't tell me that these hitters aren't do-hitters nowadays. They've been spoiled by the umpires the last 10 or 15 years. Here's another for Cruz from Loesch. And it is coming with a man at first and 1 out. And the Cardinals leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning in Arlington, Texas. Through the belt, the Cardinal right-hander, and he checks and he pitches. Outside, full count. Let's see if they start the run. Beltre stole only 1 base this season.
But Ron Washington likes to run.
They have swiped 143 bases this season. Crowd gets into it now. Tying run at first. Go ahead man at the plate. And here's the 3-2 delivery. The runner is not going. And he walks it. First walk of the night. And it brings in the catcher first baseman, Mike Napoli. He 1 for 5, a 2-run homer in the game in St. Louis, which the Cardinals won 3-2. He walks in. Runners at first and second. The Cardinal infielders look for the DP. 1-0 Redbirds. Tying run at second.
Now the crowd is into the game.
Go ahead man at first, and the pitch to Napoli. Oh, a beauty, a strike called. He took a little off, and it came in over the outside corner.
But that pitch was up.
Left-handed hitting David Murphy, the left fielder on deck. Double play depth for the Cardinal infielders, and the 0-1 for Napoli. He takes a strike. 0-2. Good fastball there, in at the knees. Long look. 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Beltre is getting a good lead down at second base. They play way behind Cruz at first. And a double play candidate. Napoli at the plate. Very, very deep and straight away in the outfield. 1 ball, 2 strike count from Loesch, and it's coming for Napoli. Low and in the dirt, and a nice stop by the Cardinal catcher. 37 pitches now for Loesch, 21 in the strike zone. He's done a lot of pitches here in the 2nd inning. 1 out single by Beltre. Cruz walked on a 3-2 delivery, and now it's Mike Napoli who's playing first base. During the regular season, this guy had 30 homers. He had 75 RBIs, and he batted .320. And he just took the catching job away from Torrealba, who's catching tonight because we have the DH.
Napoli hit around .290 with 2 strikes.
And he's at the plate with a 2-2 count, 2 on, 1 out, and the delivery. Swinging a pop-up, it goes into right center. There's the J. He makes the catch, and the runners hold at first and second, 2 away. Brings in David Murphy. Murphy during the regular season, 11 homers. 46 runs batted in, and he hit .275. During this World Series in 2011, the left-handed batter is 0 for 2. In a lifetime in the series, 5 games, he's 1 out of 9 with 1 run batted in. 1-0 Cardinals. 2 on, 2 out. First and second, the pitch inside and low. No pitcher hitting ninth. It's the DH now. So their ninth man is the catcher, Alba. There's a lot of hitting room down the right field line. They play Murphy to hit into left center, and here's the 1-0 offering. Los delivers. Oh, a beauty. A strike at the knees. They're leaving the count 1-1. Kyle Los looking for his first World Series victory. Long looking now, the delivery. Swinging a ground ball to Albert. And unassisted, the inning's over. And we'll go to the third. John Rooney's going to tell you all about it. On a solo home run by Alan Craig, the Cardinals lead the Texas Rangers 1-0.
Terrio hit .271 in the regular season, 1 home run, 47 RBIs. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Terrio is playing in his 14th career postseason game and has batted .302 with a couple of runs batted in. Former Cub and Dodger batting ninth for the Cardinals tonight. He swings, grounds it up the middle, backhand and knocked down by the second baseman. Kinsler picks it up and cannot throw him out. Kinsler makes his second error in the World Series. Kinsler ranging far to his right. Looked like he had the play made. Ball was hit hard, but hit the heel of the glove. Kinsler scrambled and could not throw out Terrio, who hustled all the way. That's the second error for Kinsler. He made a similar error at Busch Stadium. Top of the order to you now, and Rafael Furcal, who's looking for his second hit. He's only 1 for 8. Furcal will bat right-handed here, facing Harrison. Harrison, one of the tops in Major League Baseball, getting batters to ground into double plays. The Rangers look for the double play ball in the middle infield, and on the grass at third, Adrian Beltre. The pitch swung on and fouled out of play off to the right. They're coming to St. Louis for the World Series. Take a Budweiser Brewery tour. For more information, visit BudweiserTours.com. Furcal settles back in. Slightly closed stance, holds the bat right down on the knob. The pitch, he shows bunt, pulling back and taking outside and high. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Cardinals are in their rug gray uniforms, the navy blue caps and helmets. Cardinals across the front of the jersey with the birds on the bat. The Rangers are wearing their white uniforms. Texas across the front of the jersey and the blue caps. From the high set, Matt Harrison. A look to first, the throw over there, and Terrio is back in safely. Terrio in the regular season stole 4 bases and was caught stealing 6 times. Last year, combined between the Cubs and Dodgers, Ryan Terrio stole 20. Terrio takes a 2-3-step lead. Napoli holds the pitch. A little bit low to Furcal, 2-1. Furcal looks again to the third base coach, Jose Oquendo, wants to make sure Terrio is looking on. Pointing over to first base, getting Terrio's attention. Dave McKay is coaching at first for the Cardinals and has been with Tony La Russa going back to Tony's days in Oakland. Here's a swing and a double play ball. Second to short out on the first, double play. I told you, Harrison gets his share of double play balls. He led the American League in double play balls this year with over 30. And Harrison picked up his second baseman Kinsler, who made an error on Terrio's ball. 4-6-3 on the ground ball from Furcal. And here's Alan Craig. Craig is 3 out of 3 with 3 runs batted in. You know, Chevy's built a great lineup of vehicles, and there's one waiting for you right now if you're Mid-America's Chevy dealer. You want quality and reliability, of course. Whether the Cruze, Malibu, Equinox, Traverse, or Silverado, Chevy backs its vehicles with a 100,000-mile 5-year powertrain warranty. The pitch by Harrison, and Craig takes a strike. Go online to STLChevy.com and then visit your Mid-America Chevy dealer and make a great deal. One strike on the Cardinal right fielder. Craig got his first 2 hits as a pinch hitter. Allen takes a pitch low off speed from Matt Harrison.
You think the odds are under 1,000 to 1 that you'd have a 1-0 game in this ballpark?
I think it'd be like a 10 million to 1. Here's the pitch up and away. Craig takes it for a ball. 2-1. And Craig is seeing the ball very well right now. Now the pitch. Craig swings and misses. A good changeup from Matt Harrison.
Tell you what, I think you got away with the pitch there. The ball was up, wasn't it?
Now Craig back in after missing the last pitch for strike 2. With 2 outs, the 2-2 pitch. Inside corner, strike 3 call. Craig turns and walks back to the dugout. He'll get his glove and go to right field. Here's the 9th place hitter, Jorvik Torrealba. Torrealba leads off. Then the top of the order, Ian Kinsler and Elvis Andrus. 1-0 Cardinals on a Craig first inning home run. Here's Kyle Lohse going to work. His first pitch to the right-handed batter. Upstairs, ball 1. We've seen Torrealba in the National League with San Francisco and Colorado. Now the pitch. That's over. Just above the knees, a strike call. Torrealba came up to the big leagues with the Giants back in 2001. Went to Seattle for 42 games in 2005 and then on to Colorado. San Diego in 2010. Texas this year where he hit .273. Torrealba takes outside and low. Ball 2, 2-1. With San Diego in 2010, Torrealba hit 7 home runs and drove in 37. This year with the Rangers, 7 home runs and 37 RBIs. The pitch to him. Strokes right field down the line, curving, and it's foul. Just foul. The ball hit next to the line and then went rolling to the corner where Craig picked it up near the 325 marker. Down the right field line, Greg Gibson's the umpire with the call. Low outside pitch. Torrealba went with it, but couldn't get it to touchdown fair. And Torrealba cuts across the infield. Coming back to home plate, Yadier Molina is hanging on to Torrealba's bat. A little professional courtesy from one catcher to another. Torrealba with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Kinsler over in the on-deck circle. Ian Kinsler out of the University of Missouri. 1-0 Cardinals. We're in the bottom of the 3rd, game 3 of the World Series. Torrealba was running hard all the way out of the box. He thought he had a chance at 3 bases. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He chased a changeup moving down and in. And for Kyle Lohse, strikeout number 3. Here's Kinsler. Kinsler was a strikeout victim, opening up the bottom of the 1st inning. He wears uniform number 5 on the home white jersey, as the uniform pants bloused at the knees, showing blue socks. There's a baggy pants look. That's a throwback uniform look. The pitch by Lohse. Kinsler takes ball 1. Close pitch, but that goes to Kinsler. Kinsler crowds the plate, stands even with home plate. Wearing white batting gloves, rocking the bat back and forth. The pitch. Check swing, and the changeup is down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. On deck, Elvis Andrus. Lohse has walked 1 and struck out 3, allowing a hit, a base hit by Beltre. Here's a strike called at the belt. 2 balls and a strike. Lohse to a cutter that found the strike zone. Kyle's fastball is near 90 miles an hour. The pitch. Check swing, a strike anyway. 88 on the fastball. Kinsler didn't like the call. He walks away from home plate. Alfonso Marquez is calling balls and strikes. He gives a little bit here, a little bit there off the plate. Time called as Loesch went into his windup, and time is granted. Loesch was ready to pitch. Kinsler is ready, so is Loesch. The sidestep, the kick, the 2-2 pitch. Inside, just off the corner. Similar location to strike 3 on Alan Craig. Craig was called out on strikes, ending the Cardinals half of the third. 1 out, 3-2 on Kinsler, the number 1 man in their batting order. Loesch with the wind, and he steps off the rubber. He was ready to go into his windup and backed off. Loesch with the glove to his face, reading signs. Still looking them over. Now the sidestep, the kick, and the 3-2 pitch. Inside, Kinsler takes a walk. That's 2 for Loesch.
That's usually about his high in a ball game, too.
Loesch has walked 42 through the regular season, striking out 111. Loesch was a losing pitcher in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series against Milwaukee, giving up 6 hits, 3 earned runs, a hit by pitch, no walks, 3 strikeouts, 4 1/3 innings, and he threw 81 pitches. Loesch is up to 52 pitches through 1 out in the third. Molina out to the mound for a word with Loesch, and now back to the plate. And here's Elvis Andrus. Andrus was called out on strikes in the first inning. Loesch needs what Harrison got in the top half of the inning, a double play ball. Moved to first, and Kinsler is safe. Kinsler had a stolen base in Game 2. That was big in the 9th inning after he got on with just a little dumper of a hit to left center field. Hit the ball off the end of the bat. It dropped beyond the reach of Furcal in left center. Now moved to first base. It's high. No tag applied by Albert Pujols.
Yeah, you have to make him stop over there. He has the base stealing where he picks his feet up and just inches down towards second base, and if you don't make him stop, he already has a little momentum going.
He inches towards second now. Loesch with the pitch, showing bunt. Andrus pulls it back and takes a strike.
But that time, Loesch made him stop.
Andrus takes about a 3-4 step lead, and then, as Mike was telling you, he'll just inch to a 5th or a 6th step. He gets a big lead over there. Off to a 3-4 step lead, drawing a throw, and back in without a tag. Loesch leans against the first base side of the rubber. Kyle is 32 years old. Makes his home in Scottsdale, Arizona. Loesch with a look over the shoulder. The pitch. Inside a ball.
He keeps missing inside.
He needs to get a strike in there every now and then, Mike.
He doesn't miss by much, but he's missing in there. And these guys stand right on top of the plate. They dare you to throw it inside, don't they?
They do. Then turn on it and hit it inside the foul pole or inside the third base bag for extra bases. With a runner at first, drawing a throw, Kinsler is back in safely. A packed house here, over 50,000 fans at Rangers Ballpark at Arlington. The Cardinals lead 1-0. The tying run is Kinsler at first. The go-ahead run at the plate and Elvis Andrus. Andrus hit 5 home runs, driving in 60 during the regular season. From the high set, Loesch. Now the pitch. Swing and a fly ball down the right field line. Craig's on the run, and he makes the catch in fair territory. Running into foul territory, Craig regains his balance, throws into Terrio, back to first base, Ian Kinsler. Before Josh Hamilton bats, let's pause for station identification. 2 outs, bottom of the third, 1-0 Cardinals on the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Hi, this is Mark McGuire of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Man of the hour, Mark McGuire.
You're listening to Cardinals Baseball on Sirius XM.
Major League Baseball on XM Radio.
This is Major League Baseball on Sirius XM.
Ball with Mike Shannon. I'm John Rooney. Jim Jackson is our producer. Ben Boyd is in the St. Louis studio. Mike Claiborne will have our star of the game interview. Ron Jacober will host the post-game show tonight. Kevin Wheeler is down here as well from KMOX. Here's a swing and a drive foul down the left field line. That's out of play. A strike on Josh Hamilton. Yadier Molina walks a new baseball out to Kyle Loesch. Says something to Loesch. I don't think Yachty liked either the last pitch or the location or both. Hamilton grounded out to Albert Pujols, sending a 1-2-3 first inning of play. When we go to the fourth, Pujols will be leading off, followed by Holliday and Berkman. But that's an out away. In the bottom of the third inning, the Cardinals lead 1-0. A 1-out walk for Kinsler. He's at first base with 2 outs. Pujols is holding. Loesch watches over the shoulder. Move to first base. Kinsler is safe. And Loesch has been fairly quick to the plate once going into his delivery. Kinsler walks off to a 3-step lead. Now inches to a bigger lead. With Loesch holding the ball in the right hand, leaning in, reading signs, and now from the stretch. The pitch. Hamilton takes inside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Game 3 of the 2011 World Series. Kyle Loesch, his first World Series start, is looking for his first career postseason victory. Alan Craig has staked him to a 1-0 lead with Allen's first World Series home run. Loesch with the pitch. Inside, pickoff, throw to first. Save. Yadier had 2 of those this year. And Kinsler just got back in ahead of the tag by Pujols. Kinsler kept inching off to a lead, taking another step away, and Yachty with a quick throw. Man, that was close. Kinsler just got his right hand on the right field side of first base. And the call safe over there by Ron Kolpa. The count 2-1 on Hamilton. The pitch. Inside, ball 3. Loesch has not been getting the inside calls. Boy, Kinsler just made it in ahead of Pujols' tag a moment ago on Yadier's pickoff attempt. From the high set, 3-1 the count. The pitch. Hamilton rips it deep and foul. Home run distance to right field. A long, loud strike. 3-2. Pitch up and in, and Hamilton just got around early, sending Kinsler back to first base. Pujols will play behind Kinsler on the 3-2 pitch. Loesch holding the baseball, dangles the right arm, glove against the left leg, and now from the high set. Kinsler takes off at first base on the 3-2 pitch. There goes the runner, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Loesch did a pretty good job of holding Kinsler to a late start.
All he has to do is make him stop. His technique is to just keep moving. And if you don't make him stop, and what Loesch has done is made him stop.
Kyle Loesch leans against the first base side of the rubber. Kinsler back to first. He walked with 1 out. He's at first base with 2 outs. 3-2 on Josh Hamilton. The runner goes. Loesch with the pitch. Line to Albert. That's out number 3. Hamilton lines out to Albert Pujols at first base. No runs, no hits, a walk and 1 left. The Rangers have stranded 3. We head to the 4th inning. Pujols, Holliday, and Berkman are coming up. Here's the wind and the pitch by the left-hander Harrison. A swing and a foul, and that goes to the upper tank here, off to the right. Rangers ballpark at Arlington, Texas. The pitch by Harrison. Pujols takes low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Albert and Matt Holliday and Lance Berkman. If somebody gets on, David Freese. The middle of the Cardinal order here in the 4th. Pujols takes a strike inside corner at the belt. Harrison has been getting inside corner calls. Loesch has not been. The pitch to Albert Pujols. High a ball. Pujols has hit 15 career postseason home runs, 8 of those away from St. Louis. The pitch by Harrison. A swing, and the ball is stroked down the left field line. That's a base hit. Pujols gets his first hit of the series. He's 1 for 8. It comes in a leadoff capacity in the 4th inning. Now Matt Holliday. Holliday hit a single past the first baseman Mike Napoli with 2 outs in the 1st inning. Matt has grounded into 2 double plays already in this World Series. Over half of all cancers can be prevented by things you can do. So step up to the plate and get your personal prevention tips. The pitch to Holiday. Inside, ball one, close call. Just Google Siteman, S-I-T-E-M-A-N. Then click on the link Your Disease Risk, brought to you by Siteman Cancer Center at Barnes-Jewish and Washington University. 1-0 on Holiday. The pitch by Harrison, high and outside, ball two. Torrealba wants a new baseball, and he's going to take that one to the mound. 2-0 on Harrison. And there are times that Harrison has had command issues, forcing the pitch count up. That was pitch number 50 with nobody out in the fourth inning. And with these two starting pitchers, we will see the bullpens again tonight, sooner than later in the ballgame. Unless Harrison can erase base runners like he did with Terrio. Terrio got on an error and then was out on a double play. The pitch. Holiday strokes it to the shortstop. Flip to second out. Kinsler to first. High. And Holiday is safe. Napoli applied a tag, but Ron Kolpa, the first base umpire, said the tag was applied when Holiday hit first base. So the Rangers missed a double play opportunity. 6-4 on Pujols at second. And then the throw. Holiday was called safe. Holiday stumbled and tumbled over the first base bag.
He tagged him all right, but he tagged him. He was on the base.
We get a replay of it now. Holiday was tagged a step before the bag.
Yeah, he was. Got him on the shoulder.
The argument by Napoli and Washington is over. The Cardinals caught a break with that. Let's see if they can cash in. Lance Berkman hit a fly ball to center field the first time up.
Usually when you mess something up like that, you have to make the other team pay for it.
Berkman stands deep in the box. The right-handed batter checks his swing and takes outside and low. Off-speed pitch on the first offering to Berkman by Matt Harrison. Holiday took a tumble over the first base bag, but he appears to be okay. A 3-4 step lead for Holiday. The pitch. Berkman fouls it back to the screen. Harrison tugs on the bill of the cap. The 6'4" left-hander goes back to work, leaning in, reading signs. The ball in the glove, dangling the left arm. From the high set. The pitch, check swing. It's a little bit low. Ball two, 2-1.
See, this guy is, when he's missed, he hasn't missed by much, and he's kept the ball down, John. Made the one mistake to Alan Craig in the first inning.
And Craig hit a home run. Harrison with the sign. The pitch. Swing and a solid single into right field. The Cardinals have 2 on with 1 out. Berkman gets his 4th hit in the World Series. His 4th hit in this World Series. Now David Freese. Time call with Torrealba going out to the mound. Well, Harrison thought he had another double play ball in this one. He led the majors in ground ball double plays with 31 during the regular season. And teams don't run much on him. 3 stolen bases this year and 3 caught stealing in the regular year. He was the Game 4 starter in the Division Series and in the League Championship Series.
Berkman took him the other way, and it was low and away. His ball naturally runs away. Even when he throws the fastball, it runs back a little bit. Then when he takes it off, it really runs and then dips.
That's how Holiday got his hit in the first inning, just going with the pitch. David Freese chased an outside pitch for a strikeout, his first of the World Series.
I'll bet you if you look at all those double plays that were turned behind this guy, the right-handed batters trying to pull that ball to the shortstop.
Now the pitch by Harrison, outside and low. Freese let it go this time. David did such a good job cutting down on the strikeouts late in the Phillies series on through the Milwaukee series in the NLCS. He was the MVP in the National League Championship Series. 2 on. 1 out. 1-0 Cardinals in the 4th. The pitch. Freese takes outside. 2-0. Harrison stared in, wanting the call. His pitch count is at 57. 1 out in the fourth. 1-0 Cardinals. In the Rangers half of the fourth, Young, Beltre, and Cruz are coming up. So the Cardinals look to add to a 1-0 lead here with 2 on, 1 out. The pitch to Freese, swing and a miss. Missed an off-speed pitch, up and away. David did not get the 2-0 fastball he was anticipating. Instead, he got a change. The outside corner drifting off the plate. Now on 2-1. The runners lead. The pitch. Freese hits it foul out of play, off to the right. Nice catch by a fan in the third level here at Arlington, Texas. And the fans come to life with a 2-2 count on Freese. Harrison leans against the rubber. Freese digs in on the back line of the batter's box. Freese is 2 out of 6 with a double and a couple of runs scored in the World Series. 2-2. A lead at second base for Matt Holliday. Lance Berkman a big lead at first. The pitch by Harrison, a swing and a hit down the right field line. The ball goes to the corner. Holliday scores. Berkman makes third and he gets the stop sign. Berkman hustles back to third on the double by Freese. The Cardinals lead 2-0. And they've been able to cash in on a break.
Once again, you can't give a good team more than 3 outs an inning, and they messed up the double play ball, and the pitching coach is out there now, and Yadier Molina could really make him pay, couldn't he?
Well, you make a point, Mike. The tag was made. We saw the replay. The call was missed at first base. But had it been a better throw, there would have been no argument.
Correct.
Would have been the out and a double play.
And it was a tailor-made double play ball. I don't know why Kinsler's throw was, off the bag.
What great piece of hitting by David Freese, Mike, taking the ball down the right field
That's
line.
what you have to do against this guy. He's you're going to have to give him the inside part of the plate because he works the outside part, and he's been low and away. And when I saw their defense, once again, Napoli, who normally is a catcher, he was playing way off of the line. They're trying to peg that hole over there because Freese hits the ball that way. But this time he hit it right in the first base bag inside.
The Cardinals have a 2-0 lead. Runners at second and third. Molina is looking for his first hit of this World Series.
Perfect time for it.
With the infield playing in. The pitch. Yadi takes high and outside, ball 1.
Little kettle corn.
You could have reached down there and grabbed a bag of that.
I might grab him next time he comes by.
And the cotton candy is a lot like San Francisco in that regard. From the high set, Harrison pitches. Yadi takes high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. A single by Pujols. Holliday hit into a force play with Albert out at second. The Rangers couldn't get the double play call. A high throw by Kinsler pulled Napoli off the bag. The replay showed that Napoli made the tag on Holliday's shoulder. Just a step away from the bag, but the call was safe. They're going to go ahead and put Molina on. Bring up the left-handed batter, John Jay, who, like Yadi, is still looking for his first World Series hit this season, and for Jay, his first World Series hit, period. And there's ball 4. Yadi takes a walk. That walk is the first allowed by Harrison, an intentional pass. Harrison walked 57 during the regular year and 185 2/3 compared to 126 strikeouts. Feldman is warming in the bullpen. Tall right-hander getting ready for the Rangers. The bases are loaded. 1 out in the Cardinals' fourth. A chance for the Cardinals to cash in big. The runners lead all the way around. Berkman at third, Freese at second, Molina at first base. John Jay struck out in the second. The pitch to John, a swing and a miss. Jay is 0 for 8. A sacrifice bunt. He has grounded into 1 double play in this World Series.
But he's grounded that ball to the first baseman numerous times, and Napoli is playing in just behind the runner over there.
Yadi takes the lead at first. With the bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch. Jay chops it. Napoli charges. Throws home. It's wide. Save! safe. The throw gets away. 1 run scores. Here's another. And a throwing error by Napoli gives the Cardinals 2 more runs.
What did we talk about in this game? I couldn't believe it when I saw the lineup and who was the DH and who was the first baseman tonight.
Berkman and Freese score as Napoli threw the ball away past Victor Alba.
I'm telling you, they're throwing this game away, and once again, you have to reiterate, because it was obvious, wasn't it? It was obvious to me. It was obvious to you. When we started this game, to have Napoli at first base and not the DH, rather than having the regular first baseman there.
I'm surprised it wasn't the other way around, Mike.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I thought it would be like that, too. I don't understand it.
Well, Napoli didn't even move toward the base hit by Holiday in the first inning. The Cardinals picked up 2 more. Here's a pitch low to Terrio. He has runners at second and third with 1 out. A 4-0 lead for the Cardinals thanks to a 3-run 4th inning.
And Terrio could easily make it a 6-0 lead, couldn't he?
Terrio's after his first World Series hit. He reached on an error the first time up. The infield is in tight. Terrio swings and misses.
Boy,
1 ball, 1 strike. Had a pitch to hit there.
Yeah, he got away with a mistake there.
John Jay reached on a fielder's choice. Made it to second on the throwing error by Napoli with 2 runs crossing. Berkman and Freese. Holiday scored on the double by Freese. The Cardinals are looking for more. With 1 out, Terrio swings and chops it foul. A low inside pitch.
You know, Terrio's a guy that can hit the ball the other way, and he's trying to pull it also. You can't pull this guy. You've got to go the other way.
John Jay, good speed at second. Yadier Molina over at third. From the stretch. Now the pitch. Inside, almost hit Terrio's right foot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Terrio's trying to at least get the ball in the air deep enough to bring Molina home. A deep left field for David Murphy. Normal depth in center for Josh Hamilton. Nelson Cruz, normal depth in right field. Their outfielders can throw.
Especially Cruz.
And Hamilton's not bad in center. Better than their left fielder, David Murphy. Swing and a base hit for Terrio. That scores Molina. The stop sign for Jay. Jay is held at third on the RBI single by Terrio. 5-0 Cardinals. Did Jay slip moving away from second base? I thought I saw him spin his wheels there, or maybe he was just being cautious, making sure the ball got past Andrews. But Jay got the stop sign at third. Terrio's first World Series hit gives him a run batted in. Holiday, Berkman, Freese, and Molina have all scored this inning. The 8th Cardinal batter is Rafael Furcal. He's in the batter's box. Torrealba went to the mound. Furcal batting from the right side. And he'll be looking to drive the ball. Furcal has grounded out to first and grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. The Ranger infield is a double play depth. The Cardinals have Terrio at first and John Jay at third. A 4-run 4th, 5-0 Cardinals. Will there be a bunt? Here's a pitch low, a check swing by Furcal with Jay bluffing a move down the line at third base, taking his lead. Furcal is looking for his first World Series run batted in. The pitch. He chops it. The pitcher gets to it. The throw goes home. The tag out. Harrison throws to Torrealba, cutting down John Jay. 1-2 on the out and on the fielder's choice. Furcal is at first base. Terrio at second, 2 outs. Here's Alan Craig. And Craig's going to face a new Texas pitcher. Feldman has been ready in the bullpen for some time. Ron Washington walks slowly to the mound, and this call to the bullpen is brought to you by Geico. Feldman is ready to go. Yodovic Torrealba steps out. Now he's back behind the plate. Feldman, a tall right-handed pitcher. You say hello, big guy, to Feldman. You're right. He checks in. 6'7", 230 pounds. Lives in Burlingame, California, out by the San Francisco airport. Feldman with the pitch. And it's outside, ball one. Craig hit a home run the first inning. That was called out on strikes in the third, facing Matt Harrison. Craig is 3 out of 4 in the World Series.
He's the 9th man to bat here in the 4th inning.
3 2/3 for Matt Harrison in his first World Series start. And Kyle Loesch has been staked to a 5-0 lead now. Feldman with the pitch to Craig. Low and in. 2 balls, no strikes.
It wouldn't bother me if he grooved one and he hit a 3-run homer. Would it you?
Well, the way this ball jumps here in Arlington Stadium, it's always a possibility.
Be a nice 8-0 lead.
Right-hander facing right-hander. Craig facing Scott Feldman. The pitch to Craig. Strike called. Allen is the Cardinal right fielder tonight. Berkman is the DH. The second baseman, Ian Kinsler, is playing behind second base, leaving an opening on the right side of the infield. Napoli is playing behind the Cardinal runner at first, Rafael Furcal. A lead at second for Terrio. Now the pitch by Feldman. Low ball 3.
Boy, he's really seeing the ball well, isn't he? Really getting a great look at it.
Craig struck out on an inside corner pitch, maybe just off the corner. He thought it was a ball, but got the ring up his last time up. Now he's ahead of Feldman, 3-1, with Pujols on deck. Pujols got this inning started with a base hit. Feldman with the pitch to Craig. A swing and a chopper to the second baseman. The throw goes to first, and Craig is out, 4-3. The Cardinals batted around. They scored 4 times and were aided by a big throwing error by Mike Napoli. And boo go the fans. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Game 3 of the World Series in Arlington, Texas, with the Cardinals leading 5-0. Here's a pitch outside. And the leadoff batter is Michael Young. Young is their cleanup batter. He grounded out to the shortstop, opening the second inning. Loesch with the wind and the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball right field, sending Craig back. He's at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run by Michael Young. That's his first World Series home run. That's Young's 3rd career postseason homer, but the first in the World Series. And it's 5-1 Cardinals. And the ball simply just explodes to right field here. And now Adrian Beltre. Beltre hits it hard to left field. A base hit. Walsh has given up 2 hits after a 5-0 lead. Now he's working with a 4-run lead and a man at first, nobody out, as the Rangers have come out swinging. 2 for 2 for Beltre. And here's Nelson Cruz. There's some movement in the Cardinal bullpen behind the left center field fence. Chevy has built a great lineup of vehicles, and there's one waiting for you right now at your Mid-America Chevy dealer. You want to keep your family safe, of course. Chevy can help. With 5 IIHS top safety picks, numerous airbags, plus the safety and security of OnStar with automatic crash response. Chevy, the #1 selling cars and trucks in the St. Louis area. Nelson Cruz walked and was left on base in the second inning. Nobody out, a run in, and a man at first base. Craig plays a deep right field and off the line, and Loesch, after a visit by Yadier Molina, can't get together with Molina on the sign. (5-1 Cardinals). The pitch by Loesch. Swing and a foul ball back. Loesch has been up this inning. Pause for station identification on the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Jimbo. This is Jim Bowden, and you're listening to 2011 postseason on XM Radio.
This is Major League Baseball on Sirius XM.
Major League Baseball on XM Radio.
John Rooney along with Mike Shannon in Arlington, Texas, where the Cardinals lead 5-1 in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch by Loesch, low and in. 1-1 strike on Nelson Cruz. With Loesch giving up 2 hits and a run so far in the fourth with nobody out. Tony La Russa and Dave Duncan have put Fernando Salas to work. He's warming in the bullpen behind the left center field wall. Loesch from the high set, a check on first base. Now the pitch, a swing and a drive right field. Craig moves back at the wall. This one is gone. A 3-run homer for Nelson Cruz. And just like that, or 2-run homer, and just like that, the Rangers are down by 2. It's 5-3 on the 2-run homer by Cruz. 3 runs home here in the fourth. And that's Cruz's second career World Series home run. His 13th career postseason homer. Yadier Molina has been sent to the mound. Nobody out. Mike Napoli's coming up. And the Rangers have pounded Loesch here in the fourth. Nothing cheap at all about the 3 hits. The 2 homers and a single. Loesch went to the mound with a 5-run lead. Now he's pitching with a 2-run lead. Nobody out in the fourth. A pitch away, and it was hammered, and Dave Duncan is on his way to the mound. Duncan hustles out there, giving Salas more time to get ready. Anything hit to right field is an adventure here, but most of the drives to right aren't in the air very long. They're usually in the seats. Dave Duncan pleads his case to Kyle Loesch. Duncan made his point. Goes back to the third base dugout. Here's Napoli. Napoli hit a fly ball to right center field. It was caught by Alan Craig in the second inning. And Napoli, right-handed batter, takes ball 1. The former Angel, right-handed hitter, the pitch. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 70 pitches for Loesch, 40 strikes. The Rangers have struck for 3, 2 on home runs. A strike over at the knees. Napoli doesn't like it. Says something to Alfonso Marquez. And it's a 1-2 count on the number 7 hitter. David Murphy is on deck. So it's Napoli, Murphy, and Torey Alba now. A swing and a foul out of play, and they are up there swinging with all their might. Young led off with a home run to right field. Beltre singled through the hole at shortstop. And Nelson Cruz hit a 2-run homer to right. A 3-run Ranger fourth after the Cardinals scored 4 in the top half. Now the pitch by Loesch. Check swing, change up low. 2-2. This game looks a lot like the games we saw in the League Championship Series. The pitch just outside. 3-2 on Napoli. The Ranger fans stand rallying behind their team. 3-2 on Napoli. The pitch by Loesch. A swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Loesch is not long for this ball game. A homer, single, homer, single. David Murphy is coming up. Loesch rubs up the baseball, trying to get an out. Here comes Tony. Here comes a pitching change. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Geico. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. To see how much you could save, call Geico 1-800-947-AUTO. 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. And David Murphy will be the batter with a man on. Murphy's a left-handed batter. His night so far, ground out to Pujols. Albert holds at first base against Napoli. Napoli had 4 steals during the regular year, but not known as a base stealing threat. From the stretch, Salas with the pitch, a swing and a little tapper out in front of the plate. Yadier gets to it, throws to Pujols to get the out on David Murphy. But it's a productive out, moving Napoli into scoring position. Good play by Yadier, calling off Salas immediately. Now Yorvik Torrealba with a runner at second and 1 down. Torrealba struck out swinging, leading off to third, and that was against the Cardinal starter Kyle Loesch. Fernando Salas came in game 1, a third of an inning with a hit, a walk, no runs. Then he worked a third of the 8th inning Thursday in game 2 with a strikeout. That was Mike Napoli. Here's Torrealba and time called. Napoli is the runner at second base after a base hit up the middle. That hit chased Kyle Loesch from the game. 5-3 Cardinals. The pitch. Breaking ball, strike called. Torrealba gave up on it, and that came in just below the letters. After tightly played games in the first two, 3-2 and 2-1. We're in Texas. Here's a high fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. We've had a total of 8 runs scored tonight on 11 hits. 2 Texas errors. Total of 6 left on base so far. The Rangers have Napoli at second. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Here's Salas. A look to second base. The 1-1 pitch to Torrealba. Strike call. 1-2. Fernando Salas in this postseason is working in his 10th game. Zepchinski has worked in 10 games so far here in the month of October. The pitch. A swing and a high pitch is fouled out of play to the right.
How many games have we worked in? All of them, Ryan.
That's right. We haven't given up any runs, though. Yorvik Torrealba 0 for 1, 0 for 2 in this series with 2 strikeouts.
What are you talking about? You've given up 7 runs in this inning. 4 for the good guys and 3 for the other ones.
The pitch by Salas. Sling and a base hit to right field. Napoli is coming around third, getting the stop sign. Pujols cuts the throw. First and third, 1 out for Ian Kinsler.
Tell you, with 2 outs he sends it, but with 1 out he holds it.
Kinsler has a strikeout and a walk tonight. To say this is a hitter's ballpark would be a gross understatement. Six hits each way. 5 runs for the Cardinals, 3 for the Texas Rangers. The tying run is at first base, Torrealba. Over at third, Napoli. The pitch to Kinsler, upstairs, ball 1.
I'll tell you, this guy's a cool cat at the plate, isn't he?
And he crowds the plate.
He does.
Kinsler takes a look to their third base coach, Dave Anderson. Gary Pettis is coaching at first. Both coaches have had a lot of action this inning. Kinsler is the 7th Ranger to bat in the 4th. Now the pitch. Swing and a high towering fly ball down the left field line. Holiday in fair territory is under it. He makes the catch. Napoli tags. Here comes the throw home. The tag. Out! Out! A double play! Holiday's throw on one bounce to Molina. Touchdown Mike Napoli. A double play. And the Cardinals keep their 2-run lead. We go to the 5th, and Mike will be back with you. The Cardinals lead in Texas after 4, 5-3.
And we go to the 5th inning. Isn't it always when that guy makes a great play in the half inning and he comes up to bat in the next, and that's what it'll be here. Pujols, Holiday, and Berkman, and they'll go against Feldman and the right-hander Pumps. Oh, beauty, strike call, off-speed delivery. Albert is 1 for 2 tonight. He's 1 for 8 in the World Series this year. He is set, and so is the big right-hander, Scott Feldman. Pujols swinging a smoking line drive into left center. Over to cut it off is Hamilton, and he'll hold him to a single. And Albert's hit 2 bullets tonight. A leadoff single in the 5th. He started the Cardinal 4-run rally in the 4th, and he'll hopefully do the same here in the 5th. The leadoff single, and here's Holiday. Matt has singled and reached on a fielder's choice, and he's scored a run. Well, we said earlier that it's about 1,000 to 1 that this game would wind up 1-0. It's probably 2,000 to 1 that it's going to wind up 5-3. Do you agree?
Oh, a lot of baseball left in this one tonight.
So you have to keep punching. Here's the delivery, and it's a strike call. Cardinals have hit into 1 double play, and we're lucky that they got a good call and haven't hit into 2 tonight. Holiday is set, and he's looking for his 3rd hit in this World Series. The pitch to him, low. Holiday 2 for 8 in the series.
Feldman, the tall right-hander, throws his fastball about 92 or 93, has a little natural cut to it.
And that's good when she moves. Albert, a big lead at first. The pitch inside. 2 balls and a strike. I'd like to see the Cardinals do a little running here. It is Berkman on deck. Holiday walks back in. Infielders, Beltre, Andrus, Kinsler, and Napoli. They look for the DP, and here's the pitch to Holiday. Instead, a high throw to first, and a good play by Napoli as he leaps to grab it. Infielders are deep, outfielders the same. And they're playing Holiday to pull the ball. The pitch to him, headed home, low. 3-1. Pujols stole 9 bases during the regular season. Long look. And Feldman sets himself now. Checks on the runner, Pujols. 3-1 delivery. The runner goes. The pitch is low. Ball 4. So the Cardinals with a single and a walk, and a good chance to have another good inning with Lance Berkman walking in. Lance lied to center in the 1st inning. Singled and scored in the 4-run 4th. And the catcher goes out. The shortstop comes in. And they talk about this situation as their bullpen is quiet. Cardinal bullpen is quiet.
Berkman's last home run was the first pitch he saw this postseason off Roy Halladay. He had a 3-run homer at Philadelphia, game 1 of the division series, a game the Cardinals lost 11-6. But Berkman, of his 31 regular season home runs, hit 22 on the road. And the way the ball flies to right in this park, I like his chances.
From the belt, the right-hander sets and checks the delivery. Low, ball 1. Yeah, if he can get that pitch up and out over the plate, he can drill it over the right field boards. Very deep. Infielder's still looking for the double play ball. Feldman looks in and gets the sign he wants. Comes set. He checks. He kicks. He pitches. Half swing, and it's inside. And it's 2-0. They asked the third base umpire if he went around. He did not. Now they start to stir in their bullpen out there. Nobody throwing yet, though. And another pitch for Lance Berkman, the Cardinal designated hitter. Takes it outside and low, and it's 3-0, and he's swinging, folks. He is swinging if he wishes. What a pitch this is going to be. Lance is 4 for 10 in this 2011 World Series. And he has a 3-0 count, and he can look for something and look for it in a zone. Here it comes. Strike, inside corner. Good pitch there.
That wasn't where Berkman wanted it.
Pretty good pitch there. Good sinking fastball on the inside. Now their bullpen gets bigger. They'll get a right-hander loose with Freese on deck. First and second, no one out. The hurler spins but doesn't throw down to second base. Lowe starts to loosen in their bullpen.
That's Mark Lowe.
First and second, no one out. 3-1 pitch for Lance Berkman after a long look, and now Feldman sets himself and he delivers. Lowe, he walked the bases loaded, no one out. So he walked Holiday. He issues a pass to Berkman and brings in David Freese, and Freese, he could continue his hot hitting in this postseason. He might be headed for another Most Valuable Player award. He has struck out. He has an RBI double. He's scored a run. He's now 3 for 7 in this series.
Another trip to the mound by pitching coach Mike Maddox for Texas.
It's going to be one of those 3-hour-plus games. You can bet on that. Be satisfied to get under 4, wouldn't you, John?
I would, Mike, and this feels a lot like the League Championship Series. The Rangers had games with Detroit like this. The Cardinals and Milwaukee. We have a couple with Philadelphia like this as well. As Hank Stram used to call them, good old-fashioned taffy pulls.
Keep your teeth in and your fillings. Long way to go. The Cardinals with a great chance here to increase their 5-3 lead. David Freese is ready. They'll give the run for the double play ball. Here's the pitch. Swinging a broken bat ground ball past the pitcher. Third baseman gets it, throws the first. Out there, but the run scores. And it's now the Cardinals up 6-3. And an RBI for Freese is second of the night.
That cost him a bat, but got him an RBI.
And we'll pause for station identification, especially for you folks in St. Louis and all around the Midwest that listen in on KMOX. This is the Cardinals.
This is Jim Bowden, and you're listening to 2011 postseason on XM Radio.
This is Major League Baseball on Sirius XM.
Major League Baseball on XM Radio.
Lewis.
All right, it's Yadier Molina. Molina has grounded to third. He's been issued an intentional walk, and he scored a run. The Cardinals are up by 3 now on the pitch. High ball 1. Holiday's at third base. Berkman down at second. Infielders are in for the play at the plate. Outfielders are deep and straight away. And a great chance for Molina to pick up his second and third runs batted in World Series play. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. Boy, he had a good rip there. Pitch right in his eyes. And that'll even the count. 1 on each side. They have Beltre, Andrus, Kinsler, and Napoli in for the play at the plate. Molina talks it over with the home plate umpire. That is Alfonso Marquez. Marquez has been pretty good back there tonight. And a 1-1 for Yadier Molina. Swing and a bolt into the left field corner. That's going to drive home 2 more. And Yadi heads for second. He'll make it with an RBI double to drive in 2 more. And the Cardinals now have 8 runs. Holiday scores. Berkman scores.
And that's Molina's first hit in this World Series.
It's a big one. He was 0 for 8 before that base hit. And the Cardinals now have scored 8 runs on 8 hits.
The Cardinals have answered the Rangers' 3-run 4th inning. What a lift the Cardinals got from the fly ball to left for an out, and then the throw by Holiday to double up Napoli trying to score.
Momentum. It is so important in this business, isn't it? Boy, Molina really ripped one into the left field corner. He's at second, and Jay could add to the 8-3 lead. Cardinals back up by 5. And the pitch to the Cardinal center fielder. Swinging a ground ball back to the pitcher, and they've got Molina hung up between second and third. They try to stay in the northeast tagged out. It goes 6-5. There goes 1-6-5. And it's going to be up to Terrio now with a man at first base and 2 down. Yadi with a base running mistake there. And he knows it as he walks back into the Cardinal dugout. All right, Terrio drove home a run with a base hit in the 4th inning after reaching on an error in the 3rd. And a throw to first. Jay, who swiped 6 bases during the regular season, gets back safely. We are in the 5th inning, believe it or not. Seems like it's about the 12th. Here's the pitch. Terrio takes it low outside. These games drag on just like a tax investigation. You think they never end? Give me a break. Like picking apples in an apple orchard. Every tree seems to grow 4 or 5 more when you pass it. Oh, mercy me. Man at first base, 2 away. And I always tried to take an apple to the teacher. I needed it. To throw over, and he's back safely.
Yeah, sometimes a bushel might help.
Eckerts came in handy, I'll tell you that. All right, Terrio digs back in. Hit 1 home run this year, but he's dangerous in this ballpark. And the delivery, the runner goes. The pitch is a strike. The throw is in time. They call him out down there. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Cardinals now lead the Rangers 8-3. Freeze is in at 3rd as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 8-8-0 Cards, 3-6-2 for Texas in the pitch. Swinging a ground ball past the drawn-in 3rd baseman and into left field for a base hit. Settle back, folks. Get a nice supply of nice, cold, frosty ones. We're going to be here for a while. Salas, who relieved in the 4th, gives up a leadoff single here in the 5th, and it brings in Josh Hamilton, their center fielder. And he is 0 for 9 in the series with an RBI.
Well, the bullpens can rest in November, December, January, and half of February.
Long look and a ground ball, base hit to right field. The runner goes to third. It's first and third, no one out. Man, oh man, oh man. Nothing's safe in this ballpark. Nothing. And when this Texas club gets on a roll, they are tough. But, you know, when they fall behind 5, 6, 7 runs in this ballpark, they know that they're still in it, don't they, John?
They do, Mike, and that early in the ball game, where they can get 2 or 3 runs here and hold them, come back, get 2 or 3 more, and then they're either tied or in the lead. But the Cardinals answered with 3 in the 5th inning. That was big, big, big right now.
And the Redbirds will give the run for the double play ball. The pitch way high and outside, ball 1. No action in either bullpen at the moment.
A little movement in the Cardinal bullpen. Looks like they're going to get somebody ready.
And Salas has his sign, checks on the runners. They're at first and third, no one out. And a delivery low, and it's 2-0. Loesch went the first 3 innings. And he gave 3 runs on 5 hits.
Lance Lynn is getting ready in the bullpen right now. Time has been called with Molina going out from behind the plate and Albert Pujols coming to the mound from first base.
Your quality Ford dealers and this Cardinal baseball team have a long history, and both are leaders in their field. Like Ford F-Series trucks, 34 straight years, they've been the best-selling trucks in America. So hurry in, and you can see the starting lineup, or just simply go to stlford.com. Salas looks in and gets his sign as the DH Michael Young, who has grounded out and homered, stands in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, he got away with a hanger there. Woo.
Did he ever? That was up in Young's eyes, and Young almost left the ground with his swing.
So the Cardinal rookie right-hander Lynn is ready to go in the bullpen. Salas needs the double play ball. And here's his 2-1 delivery. Oh, it's in the dirt and blocked nicely by Yadier Molina. Woo. Big play there. But now Salas is falling behind 3-1. Here's a guy that usually doesn't fall behind.
He's had a lot of work this year, Mike.
Yeah. But as you say, you can regain your strength in the winter months. All right, big pitch in this game. 3-1 delivery for Michael Young. Swinging a bullet past the Cardinal third baseman. It goes into left field, and that's going to score 1, maybe 2. We're going to hold the runner at third on an RBI double by Young. And that's 3 hits in a row.
Hamilton is not running well, so they were going to chance getting Hamilton hurt trying to score on that with nobody out.
Well, the wheels just keep on rolling down here in the heart of Texas. Second and third. And Beltre at the plate, and here comes the Cardinal manager. And this call to the bullpen. Well, he hasn't made it yet. Goes to the mound. He talks it over with Salas. They are deep, and they play him to pull. The second and third, no one out. So Lynn needs the pop-up or the strikeout, and here's the pitch. Right, good fastball. Right down central at 93 miles per hour.
Well, where Salas worked in all those ball games, Mike, Lynn did not. He was out all of the month of August and the early part, in fact, September, and then the early part of October.
And his 0-1 pitch, swinging a foul ball. I won't tell you, this guy doesn't get cheated very often. He hasn't in this series anyway. And that was quite a rip there.
A 93-mile-an-hour fastball with movement.
Hamilton's at third. Young is at second. Beltre at the plate. He had 32 home runs during the regular season. And he is set. And Lynn's 0-2 pitch to the right-handed hitter. Half swing, he holds up, pitch is low. Freeze for Kyle, Terrio, and Pujols. They'll give the run for an out. Although with Hamilton at third base, I don't know if they'll send him on contact. They might just leave him there. Here's the pitch, especially with Cruz on deck. The delivery, swinging a line drive. Base hit into left field. That's going to score one. And the other guy holds up as the throw goes to second. It is. Don't go anywhere, folks. That's 4 hits in a row. And Beltre is 3 for 3 in this one. And he is 6 for 11 in the World Series.
8-5 ball game now.
And the tying run will bat. It's Cruz who set a all-time home run record in the American League Championship Series. And he's hit a 2-run homer here tonight. 4 hits in succession. That run charged to Salas, and he's still accountable for Young at third. First and third. Still no one out. We're in the 5th inning. The pitch for Cruz. Swing and a foul back, and man, he was right on that 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Whoo-wee.
They just dive out over the plate and wail away anymore.
And we haven't seen anybody brush back since Reagan was president. Or was it Truman? No, they brushed him back when Truman was around.
Woodrow Wilson.
Seems like that. Here's another for the slugger Cruz. Oh, a beauty and a strike called, and it's quickly 0-2. I'll say one thing for Lance Lynn. He is not afraid.
No,
he comes right after people. He might get dinged here and there, but he is not afraid one little bit. Cruz walked in the second, hit a 2-run homer in the 4th. He is set. So is Lance Lynn. Runners at the corners, first and third, no one out. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. What a big strikeout that is. It brings in Napoli now, and a double play could take the Cardinals out of this mess. Lowe is up throwing again in their bullpen. Cardinal bullpen is quiet. Napoli, who had a 2-run homer in game number 1, has singled here tonight. He is now 2 for 7 in the series, and this crowd is into it big time now. 50,000 on their feet. And Lynn checks and pitches in the dirt. Off-speed delivery. Freeze for Kyle, Terrio, and Pujols. Ogando also throwing in their bullpen. And they chant Nap-O-Lee. Hit into a double play. Here's the 1-0. Oh, a fastball. The Cardinals don't get the call. That thing looked like it was pretty good.
Yeah, he didn't try to frame it. He was just holding the glove where he caught the pitch.
And that was a strike. Here's the 2-0 delivery now. Oh, there's an off-speed pitch. It drops in, and it's a strike call.
Put him a slider on 2-0.
This is the big leagues. Very deep in the outfield straightaway. Double play depth on the infield. First and third, 1 out. Time called just as Lynn was about to work. And Yachty goes out there now and talks to him. Yachty had called time on that one. Yachty's the one that wanted to change the sign. Beltre's the runner at first. He has stolen only one base this year. Young over at third base. He's swiped just 6. And the infielders would like that double play ball. It would be a monster double play, and it would be the second of the night for the Cards. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike called. Another off-speed delivery. Lynn has missed with the first 2. He didn't get a call on a 1-0 fastball that he should have.
He's a big guy, Mike, at 6'5", 250 pounds, lives in Brownsburg, Indiana.
These players don't feel the pressure that you fans do. Here's the 2-2 delivery now. Swinging a slowly hit ball off to the left out of play.
Good arm action on the sliders.
A lot of fingernails have gone down the way in this postseason.
Down to the quick.
Two runs are already in. It's now an 8-5 game, and the tying runs at the plate. First and third, 1 out. And a 2-2 pitch for Napoli. Swinging a high drive into right field. Back with plenty of room is Craig. He makes the catch. The runners tag both of them. And the throw goes into second. The run scores. It's now 8-6. Sacrifice fly for Napoli.
At least that stayed in the park, and the runner was held at first base.
And Salas charged with all 3 of the runs here in this inning.
1 inning, 4 hits, 3 runs. No walks, no strikeouts. The line for Salas.
And now if Lynn can get Murphy, the Redbirds could get out of this 5th inning, allowing just 3 runs. First 4 men have reached. And now the left-handed batter, and that's just a little outside, ball 1 to David Murphy. Murphy 0 for 4, 0 for 2 coming into this game, and he's 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts, and he takes it outside, and it's 2-0. He is the tying run at the plate. The Rangers have out hit the Cardinals tonight 10-8, but the Cardinals have outscored them 8-6. And Texas has committed 2 errors. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's low, and it's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. Man at first, 2 outs. Murphy hit 11 home runs during the regular season.
The Rangers had 2 pitchers warming up a moment ago. Now Ogando is the lone Ranger in their bullpen.
Here's a 3-0 pitch, and he called a ball. What's this world coming to?
Almost the old automatic.
The old automatic is not in business here tonight. That's the first walk issued by Lynn. And the tying run is aboard. And it brings in Torrealba. Torrealba, he has struck out in single. And it's 2 on and 2 out. And a home run here would give the Rangers the lead. Lance Lynn looks in and gets the sign he wants.
Well, Torrealba's capable, Mike, hitting 7 home runs each of the last 2 years.
He's ready. And after a long look, the first pitch to the Rangers catcher is an off-speed delivery, and it is a beauty.
That was a curveball. Torrealba during the regular year hit .273, 7 homers, 37 RBIs.
He's in a key spot now. 2 on, 2 out. Tying run at first, the pitch. Curve outside and low. 1-1. This feels like a trip to the taxidermist. And we're getting stuffed. Man, oh man. Here's a strike. I can smell the formaldehyde, can't you?
Well, this is no different from many of the games the Cardinals have played. Trying to get into the postseason and then playing the Phillies, the Brewers, and now the Rangers.
We have 14 runs and 18 hits in this game so far. A couple of errors. Cardinals lead 8-6. And a 1-2 delivery. Here she comes. Swinging a foul back, boy. He was right on that thing. Torrealba fouled it straight back. There are going to be a lot of folks worn out after this. I mean, plumb tuckered out. And burned more energy tonight than Amron. Here's the delivery. Outside and low, and it's 2-2. He doesn't want to go full. Murphy is the tying run at first base. Beltre's down at second base. Torrealba at the plate, and the 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, it's full, and they'll be off and running now. Murphy has good speed at first base. He swiped 11 bases during the regular season. This big crowd, 50,000 plus, comes to their feet.
A ball hitting the gap can tie the game for the Rangers.
And they have big, deep gaps here, 400 plus feet. Torrealba's set. So is Lance Lynn after a long look. With runners at first and second. Now a time called as the batter steps out. Beltre will leave from second base. Murphy will run off up first. He's the tying run. Murphy. And there they go. 3-2 pitch. He walked them, bases loaded. 2 walks in a row now. And it brings in the leadoff man, Kinsler, who hit 32 home runs during the regular season. Bases loaded, 2 outs, an 8-6 Cardinal lead.
Wow, those back-to-back walks, just asking for trouble.
And that's what you usually get from young pitchers. The rookie right-hander, Lance Lynn, is in, well, he's between a rock and a hard place. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And Kinsler on the first pitch swings and taps it foul. We owe you a station break. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Jim Bowden. This is Jim Bowden, and you're listening to 2011 postseason on XM Radio.
Major League Baseball on XM Radio.
This is Major League Baseball on Sirius XM.
Long look. And now the pitch from Lynn. Swinging a foul. Boy, he really handcuffed him there. We haven't seen that very much this year. With Kinsler being handcuffed on that pitch, it is 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 down, 0-2 count. Well, let's see. He didn't call the strike on the 3-0. Let's see if he'll call it 0-2. Boy, that fastball really handcuffed Kinsler.
Kinsler's arms are out over the plate.
This is the 9th man to bat here in the 5th inning for the Rangers. The delivery. High, a wasted fastball there. Holiday, Jay, Craig very deep in the outfield. Freeze for Kyle, Terrio, and Pujols very deep on the infield. And Terrio, the second baseman, playing Kinsler to pull the ball with a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch coming. Here it is. Inside, and he missed there, and it's even 2 apiece. You sure don't want to go full with the bases loaded. He's walked the last 2 he's faced, Murphy and Torrealba. They're at second and first. Beltre's the runner at third. 2 outs. A 2-2 count. And the pitch for Kinsley. Swinging a little pop fly to the shortstop. Back goes for Kyle. He has it. We go to the 6th inning. The Cardinals hang on. They lead 8-6.
They have 2 field goals.
And yeah, they've kicked 2 field goals. Or what they did, they tried to run it and they didn't make it in on the extra point. Ogando's delivery comes to Terrio on a 1-0 pitch. They're in at the corners, back at short and second. And Terrio takes a breaking pitch for a strike call. This guy gets it up there in the high 90s. Ogando. They have some guys that are flamethrowers coming out of that bullpen. And another one for Terrio is outside and high, and it's 2-1.
He's worked 2/3 of an inning, giving up 2 hits to Alan Craig.
And on 2 really good pitches, too. I mean, low and away. 97-mile-an-hour fastball and a 96 or 7-mile-an-hour fastball, and he lined it in the right field. Here's a pitch way high, and it's now in favor of Terrio. 3-1.
Ogando's working in his 10th postseason game this year. 2-0, a 0.82 ERA. 11 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 1 homer, 2 walks, 12 strikeouts.
And here's a strike called, and the count goes 3-2.
The opponents are batting 154, facing Ogando this postseason.
He's tough, boy. And the big right-hander delivers. Inside, he walked him, so there's a start, a leadoff walk. And it brings in Furcal. Furcal has grounded out. He's hit into a double play. And he was out, reaching on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. The pitcher back to the catcher with the bases loaded.
It's time for Furcal to do something big.
That would be nice. You know, he's very capable of ripping one over the right field wall here. Third baseman Beltre is in on the grass. They're expecting the bunt. On deck, it's Craig. And Ogando has his sign, comes set. Then he pitches. High outside, ball 1, and time called now as Torey Alba goes out there. He wants to talk to him.
That's 4 walks by Ranger pitching.
Well, the way things are going tonight, we can give the NCAA football scores for you.
We might be able to give the NCAA tournament basketball scores by the time this one's done. We'll go right into March Madness.
How many of those games are you going to work this year? The pitch. Swing and a miss as Furcal tried to get out in front, and it was an off-speed delivery.
I don't plan on working any. I'll be right there with you. We'll be in Jupiter, Florida.
Oh, okay. I hope you're right. All right, once again, let's see if the Cardinals want to use the running game here. Nope. Swinging a foul back. This guy throws so hard, difficult to start the runner. We're in the 6th inning, folks. It's 8-8-0 Cards, 6-10-2 for the Texas Rangers. 3rd game of the 2011 World Series. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the right side. Base hit. And Terrio stops at second base, and the first 2 have reached. A walk and a single, and here's Craig. Craig homered in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd, grounded out in the 4th. And he'll face Ogando, who he's 2 for 2 against with a pair of RBIs. With the Pujols on deck, would you have the batter bunting, and they'd walk Pujols and pitch to Holiday? All right.
That's exactly what they do, Mike, if Craig bunts them to 2nd and 3rd.
Infielders look for the DP. 1st and 2nd, no one out. Here we go again. Now Torey Alba goes to the mound.
He's been out there twice this inning.
Oh, boy. All right, the Texas catcher is back behind home plate. Leadoff walk, Terrio. He's down at second base. Kyle has singled him there. So good speed on the bases and good speed at the plate. Alan Craig is ready. So is Ogando. And the first pitch to the Cardinal right fielder. It's a beauty strike on the outside corner. It was a breaking pitch. The other two base hits had come on fastballs.
And they were over 95 miles an hour.
Both of them. One, if I'm not mistaken, was 97. All right, Craig 1 for 3 tonight with a home run. And the pitch to him. Swing and a miss on another breaking ball. He's not going to throw him that fastball. He's been burned twice. Craig is 0-2 now. First and second. No one out. Cardinals leading 8-6. We're in the 6th. And the pitch for Craig. That swing he holds up outside. He's thrown him 3 off-speed deliveries. 3 in a row. Beltre, Andrus, Kinsler, Napoli. They want the double play ball. Ogando gets his sign, and here's the 1-2 pitch for Alan Craig. Another breaking ball. He's thrown him 4 breaking balls now.
And Torrealba goes out for the 3rd trip to talk to Ogando this half inning.
That's one way they could speed up this business. I mean, these guys have been playing together all year. Albert's on deck. Alan Craig digs back in. And he has his sign in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Finally threw him a fastball. Craig whiffs, and it's now Pujols with first and second. 1 out. Albert tonight is 2 for 3, a pair of singles and a run scored. Ogando has never faced Pujols.
And he's calling Torrealba out to the mound again.
4 trips to the mound here in the 6th inning. How times have changed. He ought to use one of his devices, don't you think? You know, when he could text him or something. I want it up and in, down and rolling away.
It may come to that at some point.
All right, back to business. First and second. 1 out. Cardinals lead 8-6. 6th inning action. And Pujols takes it outside and low ball 1. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. It appears Albert's seeing the ball pretty well. Jackson and Holland tomorrow, unless we go past midnight here tonight. But they'll be pitching the game tomorrow. We're on the air at 5:30 with the pregame. 7:05 first pitch. And another for Albert. And a breaking ball. That's a beauty strike call. Don't forget about those Budweiser tours when you come to St. Louis. BudweiserTours.com. Terrio walked. Kyle has singled. Craig has struck out. And Pujols waiting for a 1-1 from Ogando. Alexi Ogando. Big, hard-throwing right-hander. Delivers. Swing and a home run if it's fair. Go fair, baby. Go fair. Oh, yeah, a 3-run homer as Albert turned around a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and the Cardinals are now up 11-6. Way to go, Albert. He's 3 for his last 3, and this is a 3-run home run. In to score, Terrio and Kyle. And it's 11-6.
Albert's second career World Series home run.
It was a monster, wasn't it?
It was. It hit up by the Stadium Club in left field. Ron Washington brought Ogando in, trying to restore order. And for the third consecutive inning, the Cardinals have scored at least 3 runs.
They scored 4 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 3 more here in the 6th, and they lead by 5 again. They had a 5-run lead going into the bottom of the 4th. They had a 5-run lead going into the bottom of the 6th. Or bottom of the 5th, rather, and it's going to be the same here going into the bottom of the 6th unless Holiday pitches in. Swinging a ground ball to the shortstop. Backhanded, drops it, picks it up, throws it. Too late. It'll be an error. That's another error. It's the 3rd error of the night for Texas. And sometimes they get a little sloppy when you get something like this happening.
Well, we've seen it from their second baseman, Kinsler, and we see it here from Andrews. An error on Kinsler, an error on Andrews, and the 2-run error by Napoli. That was the difference in the game before Albert just muscled up and hit a 3-run homer.
Woo-wee. That was some home run, too. I mean, a monstrous home run. So the hits are even now at 10 apiece. So we have 17 runs, 20 hits, and 3 errors. And we're only in the 6th inning, the top of the 6th. Here's Berkman now, and Lance takes it low for a ball.
Lance likes the fastball. And Ogando throws one in there at 97, 98 miles an hour.
Well, the one he threw to Albert was 96 coming in.
And
about 106 going out. Big time.
Woo-wee. Yeah, they had to divert some air traffic from DFW over here on Albert's home run.
And Berkman swings and misses on an off-speed delivery. It's amazing if it doesn't matter how fast you throw it to these big leaguers. If you get it in their eyes and it's straight, they'll rip it. The good ones, anyway. They have Gonzalez throwing in their bullpen now, and it's an inside delivery. And arching out of the way is Lance Berkman. And we haven't felt comfortable with a 5-run lead tonight, and I don't feel comfortable with this one either. Do you, John?
Back in all the years I've been coming down here, even in their old ballpark, I didn't feel comfortable with a 5-run lead.
All right, here's another for Berkman. Swinging a tap foul.
You go back to some of their older teams with Buddy Bell. They had some home run hitters over there. Ruben Sierra. Juan Gonzalez played in this ballpark. So did Sierra later on. They've always had guys who can hit home runs. Jeff Burrows.
Here's the 2-2 pitch now for Berkman. The runner goes. Swinging a foul. We'll do it again. Nice to see the Cardinals using the running game.
Jose Canseco played there for a while. So did Julio Franco. Jim Sundberg was a Gold Glove catcher over in the old stadium for the Rangers.
And Santa Claus built this ballpark.
I think a number of people did. You have New Orleans out there in center field. Look at Tiger Stadium in right field.
Here's another 2-2 instead of throw to first, and the Cardinal runner, Matt Holliday, is back safely. Holliday, by the way, has scored twice tonight. And he's at first. Cardinals up 11-6. Berkman would like to add a couple to that. I'd go for the 13-run pool, wouldn't you?
Why not? Ogando tried to throw that one away, but Napoli saved him with a leaping catch.
Berkman tonight has flied to center, singled and scored, walked and scored. And he's waiting for a 2-2 from Ogando, and here it is. Half swing, he holds up. It's just outside a changeup, and it's a full count. They'll most likely start the runner now with Freeze on deck. A 3-run homer by Albert Pujols here in this inning. Cardinals are back up by 5. The runner most likely Holiday will lead from first on this 3-2 delivery. He's not running, and a line drive goes into right field for a base hit. Going to be 2 on and 2 out now for David Freese, who has driven in 2 tonight. An RBI double, scored in the 4-run 4th inning. Drove in a run with a ground out in the 5th. Only 1 out in this inning. All started with a walk to Terrio, and then for Kyle's single. Craig struck out. Albert hit a 3-run homer. Holiday reaches on the air. Berkman has singled now, and the pitching coach is back to the mound. Catcher is back out there. What's this, his 5th visit out there now?
5th visit, and the pitching coach is out for 3rd or 4th time tonight. We've had more visits to the mound than hits on your website, Mike.
What inning is this? 15? Inning number 15?
We in the 7th game.
No,
yet?
seriously, does it seem like that to you?
It does, but Mike, this team has played so many games like that.
And I'm telling you,
I'm going back to the 4 games down in Miami were just like this. When they left Milwaukee after Jackson gave up all those runs, took that beating, went down there and swept a 4-game series. They were all like a tug of war. And the way they played the playoffs, this is nothing new to the Cardinals.
Pitch to Freese. He pops it up. It's foul, and it's going to go into the seats and out of play off to the right. Taffy pull. Tug of war.
Well, the last game against the Milwaukee Brewers in the National League Championship Series, kept saying, better get up to 12, 13, 14 runs in this game to win it. And that's the way this one feels.
Like trying to ride one of those Rayma Bulls for 16 seconds rather than 8. Here's a catch inside, and that looked like a strike. But
this is more like the mechanical bull ride, this one. They keep turning the controls a little faster, slower, then faster.
It's only 1 out in this inning, and it's a 1-1 count as Freese waits. They are very deep and straight away. Infielders look for the DP, and the pitch, swing and a miss on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Whew.
The backswing caught Torrealba. He's smarting. That hit the glove hand on the backswing.
Well, Freese waits so long. All right. Torrealba says he's okay. Freese digs back in, and the pitch comes to him. Swinging a foul back. He throws him a breaking ball here. He's liable to lose his shoes. Murphy, Hamilton, and Cruz deep in the outfield. Beltre, Andrus, Kinsler, and Napoli, they're looking for the double play ball. Runners at first and second. Only 1 out. 3 runs in on a 3-run homer by Albert Pujols. And the pitch to Freese. Inside fastball at 94. He's slowing down.
4 straight innings the Cardinals have put the leadoff man on. The Rangers have scored 3 runs in the 4th and 5th, also putting their leadoff man on base.
Freese waits for a 2-2 delivery. 2 on, first and second, 1 out. Molina's on deck. Ogando, a long look, finally gets the sign he wants. And time called now as Freese walks out of the batter's box. Alexi Ogando. He's ready as Freese sets himself. And another long look. Okay, he's ready now on the 2-2 pitch. Ooh, wow. I don't know where that one was, do you?
That's off the outside corner. Slider at 87.
Wow. Wow. Bergman's the runner at first base. Holiday is down at second base. 1 out, and it's a 3-2 pitch for David Freese. As Ogando sets himself. Here it comes. The runners go. Swinging a foul back. Wow. A late break by the man at second, Holiday.
I just saw a replay a moment ago of the slider just outside off the corner. And Freese got the call for ball 3. Then it was a slider up.
That was a breaking ball, and
Freeze fouled off.
Yeah, he got away with it that time. He's lucky that one didn't go over the fence. All right, here we go with another 3-2 for David Freeze.
Kinsler's playing a little closer to Holiday at second base now.
Real close. And the pitch, the runners are not going as he whirls but doesn't throw back to second. This is a nail biter indeed. Time called now. Time called as the Cardinal third base coach Okenda wants to give a new set of signs to the runners. All right, he flashes the signs. The runners take their leads. Ogando has his sign after a long look. He's ready. The runners are not going. 3-2 pitch. He walked him. The bases are loaded. It is the second walk in the inning, and it brings in Yadier Molina, and we're going to have yet another pitching change. This pitching change and call to the bullpen is brought to you by Geico. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. To see how much you could save, call Geico at 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. Back after this. Freeze at first, Berkman at second, Holiday on at third, and another error has opened the gates for the Cardinals if they can cash in here.
It certainly has, Mike, and sometimes the home run can be a rally killer in these big games. I say a rally killer. Albert hit the 3-run homer. It's tough to get it started again, but the Rangers and the error by their shortstop Elvis Andrus started this bases loaded situation. Holiday reached on the error, base hit for Berkman, a walk to Freeze.
First pitch to Molina. High fly ball, right field. Back goes the right fielder Cruz. He has room, makes the catch. 2 runners tag. In to score is Holiday, and the Cardinals are up now 12-6. That's a big, big RBI. And it brings in the 9th man to bat here in the 6th inning. Cardinals sent 9 men to bat in the 4th inning and scored 4 times.
Boy, Berkman took a hard slide at third base. He's still kneeling over there, getting up slowly.
And he's aided by the Cardinal third base coach.
He's smiling over there now. But that was not a pretty slide.
I'm too old for this stuff.
Oh, he took a header.
He did. He's got chalk and
looked like the wheel came off the plane while it was landing.
And he didn't have a Ford pickup to put the landing gear in. Here's a ground ball slowly hit to the second baseman, force out at second, and the inning comes to a close. All right. Lance Lynn is back to the mound. And his first pitch is inside for a ball. Here's the next. Half swing and a strike call.
Well, we have a total of 18 runs on 21 hits, but 17 of those runs have scored 4th, 5th, and so far in the 6th.
And the delivery. Half swing, and it's a little outside and low as he holds up.
But you're right, Mike. That sacrifice fly was big. That made it a 12-6 ball game when Yadier got the sacrifice fly.
And another pitch. Swinging a line drive. Tough play for Terrio, and it goes by him to his left. He couldn't make it.
Well, here we go again. The leadoff man's on.
Keeps on rolling, doesn't it? We owe you a station break. Let's take it now. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
Hi, this is Mark McGuire of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Man of the hour, Mark McGuire.
Cardinals baseball on Sirius XM.
This is Major League Baseball on Sirius XM.
Major League Baseball on XM Radio.
And Lynn delivers, and it's a Steve Wright. The last 2.5 innings, it's 17 runs, and they get a leadoff man on here in the bottom of the 6th. It's the 12-6 Cards, and you still can't feel comfortable. Hamilton hits a double play ball. Terrio has it out at second and out at first. Boy, that takes a lot of sting out of it.
Oh, my.
4-6-3, the second double play that they've hit into. The other one was a magnificent throw by the Cardinal left fielder, Matt Holliday, that really turned the tide. He threw the man out at the plate, and that was back in the 4th inning, and then the Cardinals went to town.
They got 3 in the 5th. The Rangers got 3 in the 5th, and then the Cardinals answered with 4.
And it is now Michael Young. He has a home run and an RBI double, and he takes a strike.
First pitch slider from Lance Lynn. And Lynn is trying to do what Ogando was trying to accomplish, and that's restore some order to this game.
You need more than a gavel of the pitch. Oh, beauty, and he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1.
Yes, you need the mighty big bailiff.
With an automatic weapon and the cavalry to back him up.
That's right.
Here's the next. Swinging a foul out of play, right side.
I'll just bring in Dave Winfield and Don Baylor. Bring in the big guys. That's why teams wanted those guys like Toronto to help them accomplish back-to-back World Series wins with Winfield. And then Baylor, how many World Series teams was he on there with Boston and Minnesota and Oakland?
Here's another foul as Lynn got a 94-mile-an-hour fastball in there.
And Baylor with Baltimore.
Yeah, we'll have to bring our boys in from F Troop.
Sergeant Rourke, Corporal Agarn. Wilton Parmenter, Captain Parmenter.
Corporal Agarn. He was
Dobbs, the bugler.
Here's a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Lynn, and we go to the 7th. Hallelujah, hallelujah. John Rooney's going to tell you about it. The Cardinals lead Texas 12-6.
Then Holiday reached on an error. He scored on Yadier Molina's sacrifice fly. Michael Gonzalez came in, gave up the sacrifice fly to Molina, and got Jay to hit into a force out. Gonzalez works from the third base side of the rubber. The left-hander's pitch is in there, a strike, in at 81 miles an hour. Former closer with the Pittsburgh Pirates, pitched for Atlanta. Moved on to Baltimore, and then Texas got him from the Orioles. The one-strike pitch, high with a fastball in there at 93 miles an hour. Ryan Terrio, Rafael Furcal, and Alan Craig. The Cardinals went out in order in the 2nd inning. That's it tonight. Here's a pitch in the dirt. Terrio takes it, 2-1. The Cardinals batted around in the 4th, scored 4 times. They sent 6 men up and scored 3 times in the 5th. They batted around in the 6th, scoring 4 times. Craig in the 1st inning hit a home run. Holiday had a 2-out hit in the 1st. Here's a swing and a high fly ball right field. This is sending Cruz back. He's in front of the track to make the catch. 1 out in the 7th, and here's Rafael Furcal. Furcal's night so far, ground out, ground ball double play, hit into a fielder's choice, and singled and scored on the Pujols home run. Now Furcal is batting right-handed. The left-hander Gonzalez throws a breaking pitch in there for a strike. Pujols home run hit high in left field, just to the left side of their stadium club here, off the facing of the 2nd level. On a check swing, Furcal Was able to hold up in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the pitch by Gonzalez. High with a fastball. 93 on the gun reading there. 2-1. 1 out in the 7th. The Cardinals lead 12-6. The hits are even at 11. But the Rangers have made 3 errors tonight. The pitch. A swing, and here's a fly ball. Right center field. This belongs to Nelson Cruz. 2 outs. Here's Alan Craig. Craig hit a home run in the first inning. Struck out the next time up. Going 1 for 2 off Matt Harrison. Then with Feldman in the game, Craig grounded out to the second baseman. And then Allen had gone 2 for 2 facing Alexi Ogando with 2 pinch hit RBI singles at Busch Stadium. Ogando got him swinging tonight, going breaking ball after breaking ball, and then got him with a fastball. Here's the wind by Gonzalez, the pitch to Craig, and he takes it down the middle. Strike 1. That was just below the knees, but called a strike. A lot of zip on that one from Gonzalez. The pitch. High fastball. Gonzalez was going to throw that one right through his catcher. And Torrealba had to leap to catch it. 1 ball, 1 strike. The shortstop is Andrus, playing at the edge of the outfield grass. The same for Ian Kinsler at second. Craig checks his swing on a slider in the dirt. The count favors the Cardinal right fielder, Alan Craig. With the DH employed in these games here in Texas, Alan Craig opens up in right field, and Lance Berkman is still in the lineup. He's the DH tonight. Now, a new baseball is requested by Michael Gonzalez. New supply of baseballs out to home plate umpire Alfonso Marquez. We've had 3 home runs in this game. Craig hit a home run in the first inning. Then Young and Cruz homered in a 3-run 4th for Texas. Their home runs went to right field. Craig hit his way back in the seats and left. The 2-1 pitch coming up from Gonzalez. A double pump on the windup. The pitch high and outside. Gonzalez, he'll stand with the left foot on the third base side of the rubber, the right foot over toward third base. Now he rocks into the wind. The kick, the pitch. Craig takes low and in, ball 4, and Gonzalez thought he had a strike on the inside corner. So each Ranger pitcher has walked at least 1. Matt Harrison, the starter tonight, his walk was an intentional walk. Feldman walked 2, so did Ogando, and now 1 for Gonzalez. That's a 2-out walk, bringing Pujols to the plate. Albert, through the years, has feasted off left-handed pitching. Pujols has 3 hits in a row. He grounded out in the first inning to go 0 for 7 in this series. Since then, single home run. Pujols hits a high fly ball. That's deep. Left center field. It's a gunner! Pujols hits a 2-out, 2-run homer in the 7th inning. 14-6 Cardinals. 4 hits in a row for Pujols. And his first career multi-homer game in World Series play. Oh, what a costly walk by Michael Gonzalez. See a few people leaving their seats headed for the parking lots. They must have tickets to the football game tomorrow. We're in the 7th, 14-6. And it is a Rams-Cowboy type score. Here's Matt Holliday. Holliday takes a fastball, a strike call. Each team with 2 home runs. Well, make that Albert has 2 himself. Each team had 2 until Albert uncorked that one. The pitch high, a ball.
I feel a little better now, don't you?
A little bit. Albert homered in the 6th and now in the 7th.
Yeah, I feel a little more comfortable now.
I had not marked down Albert's 6th inning home run. Here's a high, towering pop fly. Short left center. Andrus, the shortstop, calls for it, makes the catch, and that puts an end to the Cardinal half of the 7th inning. But a costly 2-out walk to Alan Craig brought Pujols to the plate. for a second home run. So the Cardinals have out-hit Texas tonight, out-homered them 3-2. First up for the Rangers, Adrian Beltre. He's 3 for 3 tonight. And he's 6 out of 11 in this World Series. Beltre stands even with the plate. Lance Lynn comes out to work. The right-hander's pitch, knee high, strike one over the inside half of the plate. Lynn came in with nobody out. 3 consecutive hits by Andrus, Hamilton, and Young forced Salas from the game. Lynn came in the 5th. The pitch outside, 1-1. Lynn gave up a single to Andrus in the 6th inning, but got a big double play ball from Josh Hamilton and then struck out Michael Young. Texas went 3 up, 3 down in the 1st inning, and then in the 6th inning, 3 men came up. Even though Andrus got on with a hit, Lynn faced 3 batters. Here's a foul out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 91 miles an hour on Lynn's fastball. And the point I was making earlier, when Lynn came in, he was out all of August, September, early part of October, missing the series against the Phillies. So that's getting a fresh arm back in your bullpen. Coming off the DL, the pitch, a swing, and there's a drive, center field. Back goes Jay, and the ball hits off the wall. Jay picks it on a hop. His throw comes into second, not in time to get Beltre. Beltre is 4 for 4. And for the 4th consecutive inning, the Rangers put their leadoff man on. They're going to have to find some other way to pitch Beltre.
Yeah, low and behind you. About what they're thinking about Albert Pujols, though, don't you?
Oh, I think so. After Albert delivered his 2nd home run of the night, Pujols' 3rd consecutive hit. Dave Duncan is on a slow walk to the mound. There's movement in the bullpen with Dotel throwing for the Cardinals now. And Lowe is heating it up and working about pitch for pitch in the Texas bullpen with the pitcher on the game mound here at the ballpark in Arlington. Duncan going over things with Lynn, who has a chance to pick up his 2nd postseason victory. As Kyle Loesch lasted only 3 innings in his start, 3 innings plus 4 batters. Loesch gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 2 home runs. Salas, 1 inning plus 3 batters, 3 runs on 4 hits. This is the 3rd hit allowed by Lynn, go along with a couple of walks. And a breaking pitch low to Nelson Cruz. Cruz struck out while facing Lance Lynn back in the 5th. Lynn was a starting pitcher while at Memphis and when he first came up with the Cardinals. The pitch by the right-hander, breaking ball just outside. 2-0 on Cruz. Out of necessity, Lynn came back to the Cardinals as a relief pitcher and did a superb job out of the pen, but then suffered an oblique injury early August in Milwaukee. Then with a look to second base from the belt, the right-hander's pitch, a swing and a high fly ball, left center field in the park. Holiday is under it, tagging at second base. Here's Beltre going for 3rd, and he just made it. Freese was standing there like the throw wasn't going to be in time, and then put a tag just a hair late on Beltre.
You see that ball that came
that ball came out of the stands.
I don't know if it's a wiffle ball or just what the heck it is, but
oh, if it came out of the Cardinal bullpen?
No, that came out of the stands.
That came out of the stands?
Yeah, and they're looking up there right now. If they find out who that guy is, whoever that person is, he's going to the place where they have little bars on the window.
Crossbar Hotel?
You have it. Now, Cardinal manager's out complaining about this situation. You know what he's saying.
Looked like somebody in the front row
He's going to make a double switch here, too, I believe.
Tony's looking into the Cardinal dugout. Now he's going to the mound.
So we're going to have another pitching change here.
Octavio Dotel has been warming in the Cardinal bullpen. And that's it for Lynn. 1 out, runner at third base in the 7th inning. The Cardinals lead the Rangers 14-6.
And the fans out there are applauding the guards as they remove the fans from the ballpark.
I just got a text from my Secret Service friend in Washington, D.C. who said, nice job by security in Texas. We're getting a look at it right now. Fan in the front row just threw the ball down onto the field. He just whistled one down there. Well, he's going to Crossbar Hotel. And that's a very expensive rate to pay. The accommodations are not plush. Dotel will face Napoli with a runner at third. Napoli is looking for a fly ball at least to drive in a run here. The Cardinals lead 14-6 with 1 out in the 7th inning. The pitch, a strike over at the knees to Napoli from Dotel.
20 runs, 24 hits, and we're only in the 7th.
I told you before this was over it would resemble an NFL score, and it's 14-6 Cardinals. The pitch by Dotel. Outside, breaking ball, backhanded by Molina. On the infield, Freese plays third. McCollins short. Terrio at second. Pujols at first. Holiday is in left. Jay in center with Craig in right field. Molina is catching Dotel, the third reliever following starter Kyle Loesch. Dotel kicks and deals. Low. 2 balls and a strike.
When you get to a situation like this, there's one thing you cannot do, and you cannot walk in it.
No, with the lead of 14-6. Napoli pounds home plate with the bat, waves the bat over the plate. He's playing first base tonight after catching 2 games in St. Louis. The pitch by Dotel. Strike call. Dotel's fastball's in the low 90s, 91, 92. That was clocked at 92 miles an hour.
And I think a lot of these guns are probably jacked up 2 or 3
a little fast
per hour.
But Dotel, with the 3/4 to sidearm motion, has pretty good movement on his fastball. The pitch, Napoli swings and fouls that one off Yadier Molina's face mask. Yadi took a jolt. That rattled his cage, and Cardinal catcher throws a new ball to the mound, throws the old one over toward the Texas dugout on the first base side. Game 3 of the World Series, and this has been a wild one. The top 2 hitting teams in Major League Baseball for the Rangers and the Cardinals. Now the pitch, a swing and a foul out of play off to the right. Now, there were a couple of other teams in the American League that hit better than the Cardinals did, but the Cardinals led the National League hitting and runs scored. The Rangers led baseball in hitting. So from each league's perspective, the top 2 hitting teams. Dotel on 2-2. The pitch to Napoli in the dirt, ball 3. I was talking to Oral Hershiser before the game tonight. Mike said, Oral, how did you like pitching in this park? And he said, I didn't. And at the time that he came in here, facing the Texas Rangers, and even when he was pitching coach here in Texas, they had that golf green-like infield. Really fast. Much slower now. The pitch. Swing and a drive, left field. Holiday backs up, puts up the glove, makes the catch. Tagging at third, Beltre comes down the line. He scores. And it's 14-7 Cardinals. Like Napoli with a sacrifice fly. That run is charged to Lynn. 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And a nice job by Lance Lynn. So Dotel traded a run for an out there.
At the moment, Lynn stands a pretty good chance of being the winner in this game.
I'd say so, Mike.
Like this.
It's up to the official score. Here's a swing and a pop-up foul. That goes out of play off to the left.
But this is a perfect ball game for Yogi Berra tonight, right? With one of his sayings.
It ain't over till it's over.
That's right.
From the high set with nobody on base, Dotel pitches. Swing and a shot. Pujols has it in fair territory. Murphy lines out to the Cardinal first baseman. .32 miles per gallon for the Equinox. You can find the right vehicle just for you. Go online to STLChevy.com and do your homework. Then first thing on Monday, visit your Mid-America Chevy dealers. They'll make you a great deal. Mark Lowe went 2-3 with Texas in 52 games out of the Ranger bullpen. He saved one. He'll pitch to Lance Berkman, opening up the 8th inning with the Cardinals leading 14-7. Cardinals are trying to go up 2-1 in the best-of-7 series. Lowe deals, and Berkman takes up and in, ball one. 96 on the gun reading on Lowe's fastball. He was on the Rangers 2010 World Series roster. He didn't pitch in the first 2 rounds last year. Berkman swings, fouls it back our way.
What do you think that these radar guns would have gotten Nolan Ryan at?
Well, they used to get him over 100.
Oh, easy. But these radar guns today,
110 maybe.
That's what I'd guess.
His curveball at 100.
Oh, boy.
Now the pitch. Upstairs a ball. Most curveballs are in the low to mid 70s. Even in the 60s for some pitchers.
You could hear his coming in.
But I had batters tell me, Mike, I wasn't going to stand there long enough to see how good that curve was. It's coming right at the batting helmet and then over the outside corner at the knees.
I faced him when he first came up with the Mets.
There's a swing and a foul, but it was going this way, that way, and any way.
Yeah, you did.
But where he wanted it.
You walked in there light-footed, I'll tell you that.
Was it Norm Cash who went to the plate in Detroit against Nolan when he threw a no-hitter for the Angels? He went up there with a table leg.
I wouldn't put anything past him.
Said the bat isn't going to do any good, neither is this table leg.
He was one of the all-time characters, wasn't he? Norm Cash. What a pleasant man.
Mark Lowe working out of the stretch with nobody on base. The 2-2 pitch. Berkman fouls it off the end of the bat. The count holds at 2-2. David Freese will be next, and then Yadier Molina as we play in the 8th inning of Game 3 in the World Series. Mark Lowe was acquired by the Rangers in a 6-player deal with Seattle July 9, 2010. Came up with Seattle in 06. Mark Lowe. Lowe pitches. Berkman fouls another one back our way. He's making some friends in that section below us. Oh, Fan had it in the front row, had the glove and dropped it to the lower level.
They're hard on that.
Yeah, 50,000 fans, they're all over him. 14-7 in favor of the Cardinals. The Cardinals did not score in the second or third. The Rangers didn't score in the first 3 innings. They put up a 0 in the 6th. The pitch by Lowe inside, and Berkman has a full count.
You won't find this many cricket numbers in many ball games. 4 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th.
Craig put up the first run of the night in the first inning, hitting a home run, his first in the World Series. Now the payoff. Berkman swings.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. ESPN Sports Center. George Carlin. Some of the newest names to join SiriusXM's channel lineup. Over 20 new channels, including sports, comedy, and commercial-free music. Available right now on SiriusXM Internet Radio. Including a suite of Spanish-language channels. Hear it anywhere you go on your computer. Or with the SiriusXM app for smartphones. Call 1-888-749-2689 today to upgrade to the All Access package to get these channels and much more.
Be part of the action on Sirius XM NFL Radio.
Do I have your attention?
Hi, this is Bob Pop.
This is Ross Tucker.
This is Rich Gannon.
I'm Pat Kerwin.
This is Adam Shine, and Sirius XM NFL Radio is talking football with you.
There's simply too much talent on that Philadelphia squad for them to keep losing. San Francisco got way too much firepower.
Die-hard Redskins fan. I'm like, when are we going to get a real quarterback? And he's got to talk me off the ledge a little bit.
We don't want to have the division over San Diego.
Be part of the action.
I mean, we're in this thing.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
If it's happening in baseball.
After the game, nowhere to be found. The veteran leaders of the Cardinal clubhouse.
It's on MLB Network Radio.
Lance Berkman joins us.
I was listening to you guys, and I just wanted to call in and defend our guys. It's not a matter of not wanting to accept responsibility. The real story was Craig Hitt, Jaime Garcia star, Jason Mott's a closer, and I understand, wanting a star's perspective, but I just don't see that is an undeniable right of the media to talk to whomever they want to, whenever they want to, under any circumstance.
Sirius 209, XM 89.
Howard Stern. Don't miss a minute of the Howard Stern Show.
Hulk Hogan, look at this guy.
I used to not like coming in here. Now I like it in here.
You love it.
Right.
Well, everybody just put this weird stigma on Howard being evil and mean and hateful, but he's not. He just has fun.
You're pretty honest about everything.
So I mean, it's kind of like sitting on the couch at home or something. It's cool.
The Howard Stern Show, exclusively on Howard 100 and Howard 101.
This is Major League Baseball on Sirius XM.
Now the pitch. Molina rolls it foul off to the left. He was reaching for a breaking ball from Mark Lowe. 0-2 on Yadier. Yadier has an RBI double, a sacrifice fly, a walk, a run scored. He grounded out in the second inning. 1 for 2 officially tonight. He's 1 for 9 in this World Series. Molina holds the bat right down on the knob. The pitch. High with a fastball.
That one hit was a big one, though, wasn't it?
RBI double for Molina in the 5th inning.
And then that sacrifice fly in the 6th was also large.
Oh, 3-run 5th inning after the Rangers put up 3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. When the Rangers scored 3 more in the 5th, the Cardinals put up 4 in the 6th. The Rangers didn't score in the 6th. The Cardinals got 2 in the 7th. Here's a rocket into the gap in left center. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Descalzo is going to score on a double by Molina. The second RBI double in the ball game.
And I can see Edwin Jackson over on that bench now saying, all right, guys, let's hold up here a little bit and save some of these for tomorrow.
3 runs batted in for Molina tonight.
It's amazing, John. No one has given the Cardinals a chance from the get-go. From spring training, when we lost our ace pitcher, right? So that's all over, okay? And then all over. It's all over. You can't beat Philadelphia. You won't beat the...
You can't get to the playoffs.
Yeah, and then you can't beat Philadelphia if you do, and you're not going to knock off that ball club up in Milwaukee with their home record. And then you come in here, and they've got the Cardinals way down against this ball club.
Well, the Cardinals lead 15-7. They have failed to score in just 2 innings tonight. 15 runs on 14 hits. John Jay. He's looking for his first World Series hit. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. And more fans take to the exits in the parking lots around the ballpark in Arlington. We're in the 8th, 15-7 Cardinals. Mark Lowe, the 4th reliever, used by Ron Washington, looks to second. The pitch. John Jay takes up and in. 2 balls and a strike. Well, the other night when Texas came back with 2 in the 9th inning against the Cardinals, some of the Texas folks said, hey, this series is going to be over. We've seen this happen all too often. Ranger magic late in the ball game. Not to say the Rangers can't win this World Series, but the Cardinals aren't going to give up after 2 games. Oliver is in the bullpen. Here's a hot shot to first. Napoli takes it to the bag, 3 unassisted. 2 outs with Molina going to third. And Jay is still looking for that first World Series hit. Here's Ryan Theriot with 2 outs. Two really good hitting ball clubs. playing in this World Series. That tells you how good the pitching was the first 2 games. They have a 3-2 final in Game 1 for the Cardinals, then 2-1 Texas in Game 2.
Neither one of the starters could get into the 4th inning here tonight. Get through it.
Harrison went 3 2/3.
Couldn't quite make it to the
and Los with 3 plus 4 batters. Here's a strike on the outside corner. Terrio tried to hold up, but the slider caught the corner, and it was a strike anyway. Terrio questions the home plate umpire, Alfonso Marquez, and doesn't say anything else. It's 0-1. Molina off to a lead in foul territory over at third. There's a swing and a foul. Terrio fouls that away. 0-2. In the bottom of the 8th inning, the number 9 man, Torey Alba, will lead off. Then Kinsler and Andrews. Dotel is the pitcher in the game right now for the Cardinals. He got the last 2 outs in the 7th. Here's Mark Lowe. He has given up a run this inning. The pitch. Terrio takes high and wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ryan has a run batted in. Is a hit. He's reached on a walk and scored a run. He's 1 for 3 officially tonight. Terrio, he's playing in his first World Series. 1-2 with 2 outs, and Molina leads at third. The pitch by Lowe. High. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lowe rubs up a new baseball. Terrio twirls the bat, standing toward the front of the batter's box. Gotti leads in foul ground at third. The infielders play deep with 2 down. Now the pitch. Swing, and there's a fly ball to left field. On the run, it's Murphy to put it away over toward left center. Great entertainment in St. Louis.
What a magnificent structure that Fox did.
Oh, beautiful. Saw Gordon Lightfoot there a couple of years ago. Celtic Women.
Saw George Hotfoot there too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Lightfoot and Hotfoot.
Got it.
15-7 in favor of the Cardinals. And there's a strike over at the belt to Yorvik Torrealba. Torrealba takes a practice swing outside the batter's box. His night so far, a strikeout, single, and a walk. The pitch by Dotel, a swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch by Dotel. 0-2 on the 9th place hitter. Then Ian Kinsler and Elvis Andrews in the 8th, with the Cardinals leading by 8. The Redbirds led 1-0 going to the top of the 4th and scored 4 runs. They had a 5-0 lead. The pitch. Check swing outside. 1-2 on Torrealba. The Rangers scored 3 in the 4th inning. 5-3. The Cardinals got 3 in the top of the 5th, only to have the Rangers answer with 3 in the bottom of the 5th. So the Cardinals took a 2-run lead to the 6th inning, scored 4 times, 2 more in the 7th. Here's a ground ball, right side, base hit to right field. With Terrio playing up the middle. Torrealba guides a single into right. Ian Kinsler comes up. The Cardinals scored 2 in the 7th. The Rangers got 1 in the 7th. The Redbirds got a run in the 8th and lead 15-7. The leadoff man has been on base the last 5 innings for Texas after the Rangers failed to put the leadoff man on the first 3. The Cardinals have put the leadoff man on 4 out of their 8 at-bats tonight. There's strike 1 into Ian Kinsler, who questions Alfonso Marquez. Kinsler is 0 for 3 with a walk. Terrio plays up the middle about 12 feet away from second base. Here's a strike on the outside corner, 0-2.
Definitely a 4-hour plus game tonight.
Oh, yes. Daniel Descalzo came on the pinch run for David Freese. Descalso plays a step off the line at third. The pitch by Dotel. Right down the middle, called a ball. My goodness, that was right there. One ball, two strikes on Kinsler. The pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Molina. Torrealba's at first base. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning. The Cardinals need to put up 6 more outs to win game 3 and take a 2-games-to-1 lead. Pujols holds at first base against Torrealba. The pitch. Kinsler hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw to second. They get the out on Torrealba.
That was a good play.
For Cal to Terrio.
That was a heck of a play, wasn't it?
That ball had a funny spin. It was hit off the end of the bat. With the force out, Kinsler is at first base. And here is Elvis Andrus. Through 7.5 innings, Mike, 323 total pitches. Clay Pasternak, our statistician, many games during the season, listening in tonight, came up with that total. Here's a strike over at the knees to Elvis Andrus. The infield, a double play depth up the middle. Terrio and Fakal. 1 out in the 8th. 15-7 Cardinals. The pitch. Popped up. That's foul, out of play. Ballpark fans are, well, they're thinning out the ballpark now. Oliver throws again in the bullpen. Darren Oliver has been with the Rangers 3 times in his career. Pitched for a while with the Cardinals. Warms up in the pen. He's a left-hander. His dad, Bob Oliver, used to play over in Kansas City and with the Angels. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, he chased a pitch in the dirt. Andrews strikes out. Dotel gets his first strikeout. 2 gone in the 8th inning. Josh Hamilton comes up. Hamilton has a single, a run scored tonight. Hamilton grounded into a double play in the 6th inning after a lead hit by Andrews. There's a swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. Fakal takes it to the second base bag unassisted. 6 unassisted on Kinsler coming down, and Mike will be back with the 9th inning. We played 8 innings, game 3 of the World Series. The Cardinals are leading the Texas Rangers 15-7.
Oliver is in for a strike. Here's the next. He doesn't mess around. A swing and a foul past third base. It's quickly 0-2. This has been something. We have a line score: 15 runs, 14 hits for the Cardinals, no errors. 7 runs, 13 hits, and 3 errors for the Rangers. And here's a strike called, and that takes care of Fakal. He goes down on 3 pitches. And it brings in Alan Craig. Craig hit a home run in the 1st inning, struck out in the 3rd, grounded out in the 4th, struck out again in the 6th, and then walked and scored in front of Albert's 2-run homer, his 2nd of the night, in the 7th. Albert could have some, well, he's already had some game. He could top it off as he will bat. He's on deck. Shades of the former Yankee number 44 if he gets 3 home runs here tonight. Here's a shot to third. Nice play by Beltre, and his throw is right there. 2 down. We'll go to station break. This is the Cardinals Baseball Network.
For commercial.
Jim Bowden. This is Jim Bowden, and you're listening to 2011 postseason on XM Radio.
This is Major League Baseball on Sirius XM.
Major League Baseball on XM Radio.
2 is the paid attendance here tonight, and quite a few have headed for the exits. Here's Albert. He's 4 for his last 4 with a 3-run homer and a 2-run homer. And he's ready, and he faces Oliver. The pitch. Fastball. Oh, pretty good pitch, but he called it a ball. Must have been low. 1-0. Very deep for Pujols. They play him to pull, and the second baseman, Kinsler's almost behind the second base bag, and he's in the outfield grass, swinging a foul. The 2011 World Series, game number 3. Cardinals trying to go up 2-1 over the Texas Rangers. And they put on some display here tonight. 3 home runs and 15 tallies. Albert takes it low, and it is a 2-1. Very, very deep in the outfield. Murphy, Hamilton, and Cruz. In fact, now they have a new center fielder, and here's a swing and a miss on a changeup. Gentry's in center field now. And Albert swings and pops it up. It's going to be foul, and it's going to go into the seats and out of play, just 2 rows back. Just out of the reach of the first baseman, Napoli. Murphy still in left. Cruz still in right. New center fielder now, though, is Gentry. And another pitch from Oliver to Albert Pujols with no one on and 2 out. 2-2 delivery. Swinging another home run. There it is, his 3rd of the game. Albert Pujols 5 for 5 with 3 home runs. And it's now 16-7. What a game from Albert Pujols here tonight. He's putting on some show-me state for him tonight, isn't he, John? Wow.
We talked about this, Mike, of how Albert had 1 World Series home run. That was in 06, coming into this one. And now he's capable of throwing a Reggie Jackson-type ball game together. Reggie hit the 3 homers in New York. Albert just hit his 3rd here in Texas in this game tonight. Game 3 of the World Series, October 22nd, 2011. Mark it down for Albert Pujols.
He's going to hit for the circuit in home runs. Got a solo blast, 2-run shot, and a 3-run homer. All he needs is a grand slam. Holy macros, what a game for Albert Pujols. Woo. 5 for his last 5 with a 3-run homer, a 2-run homer, now a solo blast. Here's a swing and a foul. That ties him with Reggie Jackson, and I think Babe Ruth hit 3 home runs in a World Series game too, if I'm not mistaken.
But this is 5 for 6, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, 4 runs scored, 3 homers and 2 singles.
Not bad. Here's Holiday, and he swings and fouls it back. Oh, they're buzzing about Albert Pujols now. Woo-hoo. Aren't they, though? What a ball game. My goodness. And now 16 runs on 15 base hits. Yeah, Babe Ruth, Reggie Jackson, and now Albert Pujols.
Ruth did it twice.
26 and 28. And now Albert joins another pair of Hall of Famers. He is really something. Here's a 2-2 for Holiday. Swing and a miss, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. Cardinals lead at Texas 16-7. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, And it will be Mitchell Boggs in to try to close this one out. He'll face Young, Beltre, and Cruz. Wow. To this point in the proceedings, we have 23 runs and 28 hits. And Boggs delivers. Steve right call. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 guys. With the Cardinals up 16-7. What a ball game. And what a game for Albert Pujols. He joins 2 Hall of Famers with 3 home runs in this game. Fly ball to center. 1 down and 2 to go. Well, Albert Pujols here tonight. He singled in the 4-run fourth. He singled to the started again in the 5th inning and scored. Then he hit a 3-run homer in the 6th inning.
And that was huge.
Oh, a monstrous home run. Hit a 2-run homer in the 7th, and then a solo blast in the 9th. So 5 for 6 tonight with 6 runs, 6 RBIs. There's a broken bat ground ball to third, and Descalzo fires it across.
Descalzo had to duck the head of the bat, then make the play in the throw.
2 down and 1 to go. It brings in Nelson Cruz. That bat splintered all over the place. Cruz tonight walked in the 2nd inning, hit a 2-run homer in the 4th, struck out in the 5th, and flied out in the 7th. And a few more of the folks head for the parking lot. Still quite a few of us stayed. Paying crowd here tonight of 51,462. Cruz taking all the way, looks at a strike call. Infield deep, outfield the same. Straight away. And the delivery. Cruz takes strike 2, 0-2.
Well, Albert broke an 0 for 7.
Somehow, didn't he?
He broke an 0 for 7, but he singled, and 3 consecutive home runs.
3-run homer, 2-run homer, solo home run. And Cruz swings and strikes out, and the Cardinals go 2 games up to 1 for the Texas Rangers. And the Cardinals blast Texas here tonight, 16-7. We'll come back and have more for you after this.